We on.
Yo, 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 it's the Xbox Ghost Kaleidoscope. Back up in this motherfucker on the DirectX show, minus the fraud. And we about to go in because we got a lot of shit to discuss this week. There might be a couple of cats dropping on by while we're actually streaming live. Because you know what? They got things to do, man. But anyway, let's go ahead with this, man. Yo, I'd like to present to you guys one of the members of the panel, the creator of the Heroic Vibrations podcast, or the co-creator, however you want to say it. Either way, Mr. Triple Cup. Yo, introduce yourself to everybody.
Man, I'm up, and away. I'm diving every day I jump in. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, like you said, it's gonna be a lot of good topics. You know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna have a lot of stuff going on. I've been gaming. They've been having a lot of heat that been going on in the world. Twitter been on fire. Man, there's been some crazy stuff going on. Man, it's just a Twitter leak apocalypse. I'm trying to put both of those words together. Well, fuck it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, let's do this.
Yeah, I like that shit, man. Instead of WikiLeaks, it's Twitter leaks. All right, good shit. All right, yo, what? And also, let me present to you people the head of Intro Media Gaming himself, Mr. 100. Yo, introduce yourself to everybody, bro.
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know this is Mr. Keep It a Buck. I don't give two fucks. We want to bring, you know what I'm saying, a different, we here to bring something different from real gamers, different perspectives all over the world. You know what I'm saying? We're a bunch of leaders, we ain't a bunch of followers, and let's go.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And over here,
I
we're
mean
not gonna
that.
sugarcoat anything, baby people. Nothing to get sugarcoated in this motherfucker, man. And I actually bought that shit up. That's why I'm using it, bitches. Fuck it. Nothing is getting sugarcoated in this motherfucking podcast show. I would just be all out this week, man. Fuck that. Well, anyway, it's not like we never did the same thing weeks prior. Fuck it. All right. So let's go to the first topic on the agenda, man. I was hearing about the Xbox Scarlet. That shit that the Xbox division is working on. The shit that Phil Spencer himself is spearheading. And guess what, people? Not only is they gonna, we know it's gonna be a beast. Resolution, we know they got resolution down pat. They got that shit covered. They did it with the X people. All right. But what do they want to work on? The only thing that people really haven't innovated on this generation, frames per second. All right. Frames per second. That's the topic on the agenda right now, people. They're saying that that Xbox Scarlet, not only is it gonna, the resolution is gonna be whatever you want, whether it's gonna be 4K, 6K, 8K. You ain't got to worry about resolution. That shit is covered already. But they're gonna go for the frames per second, people. Can you imagine every game running at 60 frames? Can you imagine actually raising and bumping up the frame rates like you do on a PC? I don't know. Let's go with you, 100. What are your thoughts on the things that they're discussing as far as what the Xbox Scarlet is going to end up doing?
Man, you know what? They said they ain't coming in last no more. So, they're gonna give us a premium console. Don't leave nobody behind. Bring your games that you got from the Xbox, the 0360, the Xbox OG, the Xbox S, the Xbox X. You can bring all that shit over with no problem. Free of charge. You just got to buy the console. Ain't leaving nobody behind. And they. I think it's great. I'm glad they took the first shot. Usually Sony takes the first shot. They took the first shot. They showing the goalpost. So I'm like, let's go.
Hell yeah. And I'm going to introduce the, damn man, the hype man for the Xbox brand. Yo, E-Rock X, man. Glad to have you here, man. Yo, introduce yourself to everybody, bro.
Hey guys, what's going on, man? It's E-Rock X. Hopefully my Comcast will be acting right tonight. As you know, there's been Comcast outages all on the East Coast, man. I got hit last week on this podcast. I got hit last week. It's just mad, man. But it's all good, man. I'm gonna get that credit. I'm gonna get that free month this July. But hey, man, it's good to be here, man, and I'm ready to go.
All right, good shit. And yo, this is something we're gonna actually be discussing on the Heroic Vibrations podcast. But I'm gonna just bring it up here because I want to let E-Rock know what it's about. Yo, you heard about that Teen Titans, the show that they're gonna be streaming on DC All Access, is actually has an R rating.
Oh wow.
It's going to be dark as hell, and it's alluding to the Teen Titans run from the '80s by Marv Wolfman and George Perez.
Oh man, that's gonna be good.
Man,
Good.
dude. But we'll leave that for the heroic vibrations, all right? But you're most definitely welcome that day, Rock. I can't front. 'Cause I know I would like to actually talk with you a minute about that shit.
Yeah, there's some major rumblings and shakings, man. But whew, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, damn, we'll leave that for that. All right. But
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what? Actually, we was discussing the Xbox Scarlet, bro, right? And you know, Microsoft already has it covered as far as resolution. You know what I'm saying, with the One X, all right. They even got the resolution on the S going up to 1440, which is basically what the PS4 Pro does. I mean, what the PS4 Pro does. We know this, all right. Those is actually actual facts. Actually, that's not an opinion. Those is facts. But the trippy thing is, though, that they said that they've been talking to gamers, they've been talking to a lot of devs for what they wanted in the hardware, and I guess everybody kept arriving at frames per second. I said, could you imagine next generation, whatever resolution it'll be, whether it's 6K, 8K, whatever the fuck, right? Either way, we know Microsoft already has the resolution down pat. Can you imagine every game running at 60 frames and possibly even the option to raise up the frames per second? What do you think about that, bro?
Hey man, what can we say? But y'all been talking about it for years now, man. Sooner or later, that giant be under the bridge sleep. You keep kicking him. Sooner or later, he gonna wake up, and the giant woke up. So now it's just like, man, that just poured cold water on that PS5 announcement. It's just it don't even matter now. That Xbox committed to Xbox is never going to be on the losing end of that power talk ever again. So y'all gonna have to think of something else. Y'all gonna have to switch up some kind of other narrative to talk about. Y'all can't even talk about games no more to the acquisition of the 5 possible. But yo man, this Scarlet sound like it's gonna be a beast. I mean, this has been a dream of a lot of these diehard technologically inclined gamers to be able to switch their settings like the PC and just put it to the highest frame rate as possible. I mean, yo man, this is gonna be crazy.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of things that I see about that Scarlet that's actually tripping me the fuck out. And like, I'm glad you brought up the studios, though. You know what I'm saying? We know that Microsoft basically is going to let them do what they want to do, right? Because they all have freedom to do whatever the fuck comes out their ass, right? But the games that are there, you know what I'm saying? Only the Sony fanboys, not actually the Sony fans, but the fanboys, right? The ponies. They're the first to say, oh, well, yeah, I ain't got no games. It's Sony got more games, this and that. I was like, all right. So, to those fanboys, I tell them in their faces, like, all right, so what first-person shooter they got that can match Halo? That Sony does.
Just,
You know what I'm saying? It's basically
nothing.
crickets. I hear crickets, bro. And then I was like, oh, so what third-person shooter, that's like Gears of War does Sony have? The Order, I was like, no, stop lying to yourself, man. I know you want that, but stop lying. I played the Order. Right? So what third-person shooter is like, again, crickets. All right? Then you talk about, and there's another thing that Sean Layden actually said. This actually had me laughing. That we won't make a game unless it meets 3 different criteria, right? And one of them has to be that it's the best of its class, right?
Wow.
So my question to him is, why y'all making Gran Turismo then? It's not the best of its class no more. Know what I'm saying? And it's a fact. Everybody even says it, man. Reviewers, everybody's like, yo, the Forza franchise is this shit. But I actually sidestepped there, though, so my bad. So anyway, let me go to you, Chuck, real quick. What are your thoughts on this stuff about the Scarlet, man? And what do you think, that'll do as far as innovating towards the next generation?
I mean, with me personally, my personal feelings, what I'm saying, is frames per second. That's gonna be cool, especially what I'm saying, we get a lock 60 where everything will be running smooth. But we mostly get that now. I think what I'm saying, it's gonna be more about the 4K, 8K, whatever the new hotness is. But for me personally,
we don't mostly get that now, though. It's like, for example, Monster Hunter World, that one's at 30, bro.
Okay, well, you got your open world games. They normally run at 30. And you got like your shooters and your sports games and stuff like that as multiplayer. They'll run at 60. and you got your single player games that
Yeah,
just
but
they'll
that's
run
what you
30.
play most of the time. But like, for example, Quantum Break, that ran at 30 as well. The Uncharted franchise, Tomb Raider, with the exception of the one on the X. I'm not sure what frame rate that ran at. But you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
majority of third-person action adventure games, they've all been 30, bro.
I mean, yeah, they have
You know what I'm
but the
saying?
thing
So
about it is,
basically, more games this generation have ran at 30 than they have at 60. Because there's a lot more games than just Battlefield, Call of Duty, Battlefront, and Madden.
yeah, you right. They got 2K too,
All
but no,
right,
but
well,
see,
yeah,
my
2K.
what I,
All
what I,
right, well, wow.
what I,
Well,
what I,
we could
what
count them
no,
on
what I'm
two
saying
hands,
is,
bro. We could count them on two hands. All right.
okay, but see, no, see my whole concept is though. You got check this
Uh-huh.
out. Just check it out. You got your what I was naming those games is like those games have to run at 60 frames, and you got your single player experience games or your big open world games that they was getting away. They getting away
Yo,
with
but
this
can you
30 frames,
imagine
which still
open
runs
world games
smooth.
all running at
But
60, bro? That
oh
shit would
man,
be
hell yeah!
mind
Don't
blowing
get me
for
wrong.
me, man.
Don't get me wrong. If they do that, it's gonna be better. But what I'm saying, what my concern about is, what I want to know is features. I want to see features because I want to see something that I haven't seen. So I know they're gonna bring the power. I know they're gonna bring. I mean, they said they ain't gonna be the most powerful console. Nothing gonna touch them unless
Yeah, we know
Amazon
that.
decide to dip unless Amazon decide to dip their toe in. Then Microsoft got to
Or
really up their
Google,
game.
right? That stuff that they've
Yeah,
been talking
Google.
about, Google.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Google. Now, something like that. See, Sony, they could pretty much, they're a giant compared to Sony. So I want to see them get some real competition. Sony, sit your ass down. Give me some real competition, like, it's an Amazon or Google. That way we can see the monsters really come out. So when they're doing 60 frames, they really pushing out real boxes. Like, see how the X is? Now, if
Mhm.
Google would have been in a console race, Microsoft would have been a little bit more cautious when they dropped the Xbox One. That fat. I don't think they would have just put that out like that because they was like, oh, I know Google will try to bring some real power behind this stuff. They looking at sounding like, oh, they're gonna try to shorthand stuff. So Microsoft ain't really pushed their stuff the way they deal with the X. See, the X should have been the console from the get go. So now we know what we're gonna be doing. So now when they coming out the next system, we're gonna get the 4K, might get 6K, might say 60 frames per second. I said they're gonna do bigger in open worlds. Everything the mass is gonna be bigger. We're gonna see better, and the games that we previously on right now is gonna better come with us. And maybe some of those games get bumped up to 60 frames. All of that is a good thing. I'm not taking
Yeah,
nothing away
and then
from
the
none of
stuff.
that.
Want to know what's another thing that just tripped me out? I just thought about it for a second. That stuff when Microsoft was talking about Microsoft AI, right? The way characters
Right.
behave in the game. Right? Can you imagine a next gen GTA where instead of being a jack of all trades at master at none, they're actually a jack of all trades at masters at all,
Hey,
at everything? Because I mean,
Hell
that's one of the
yeah.
reasons why I don't like GTA. I think the mechanics for everything that it does, they're like piss poor compared to, their real life counterparts. The shooting mechanics suck. The driving mechanics suck. Everything about that game to me sucks. But
oh
that's me though.
man,
That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. It's all good. That's just me. I understand people love it. That's why me personally, I prefer to play Mafia. You know what I'm saying? The shooting mechanics is dope. The cover mechanics, everything. The cars drive dope. And GTA, everything is floaty to me, dude. I don't. That's why I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? There's two different things. You know what I'm saying? Yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go for the yin and not the yang. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I'd rather go for some booty tank, but fuck it. All right, but still, the thing is though that, you know what I'm saying? That's something that I could see. Man, I lost my train of thought, man. As a matter of fact, go
that's
with what you were saying, yo.
something you can happen on the next
Man,
conference.
what you said about GTA, that you kind of lost your train of thought when you said GTA.
Oh, they jumped
Man,
them.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Rockstar fanatics came out the woodwork and shit in order to attack me.
yeah. But see the thing about with GTA, that would be a good ass thing. You know what I'm saying, for the next generation, like on the smart AIs, because I think
That's
that's
what I'm
one of my
saying. There's something like
the biggest
GTA.
thing.
And then, I
Yeah.
mean, now I remember what I was going for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That with
Oh.
that Microsoft AI, can you imagine what it would do to something like that GTA, a brand new next gen GTA on the Scarlet?
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But I mean, if it's going to improve GTA now, I mean, because I'm gonna tell you guys, man, like when it comes to creating a convincing, breathing, living world, I mean, those guys over at Rockstar with Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, the way that the AI is set up, man, the way that the people, because Grand Theft Auto 5, Los Santos, it's a fictional Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
the people in Brentwood act like snobs.
Yeah.
If you go to another part of Los Santos, they act like how they supposed to act. You go into the hood, they're the copy of the LA Cool, and you get close to my brother, or pull out your gun, and dudes start capping. That AI off the chain. So doing that, that's dope.
Yeah.
No, I think it's, you know what?
Nah. The AI is dope. I don't have any issues with the AI. I have just issues with the mechanics, the gameplay mechanics.
I got you.
Think about it. You gotta understand that's a big ass open world. They add stuff. They add so much. They finna add another DLC to that bad boy where you can own your own club.
I know. Look, they already have over 100 million. All right. I was talking to some people today. They was like, "Yo, that shit eclipsed 100." I was like, "Word."
Wow. So they make it money. If it ain't broke, why you gotta fix
that shit ain't stopping, man. It's still in the top 10. That's the shit that's
crazy.
The fuck out, bro. What game stays in the top 10 the entire fucking generation?
That's crazy.
Wow, man, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy, man.
It literally the entire generation too. From
Exactly,
2013,
man.
yeah, it's just been there.
That's what I'm saying, because they released on the last gen consoles that motherfucker never dropped off the top 10. I'm like, wow, how the hell, man?
Because people is using it like on YouTube. You know how people like Minecraft. Minecraft really don't have a story.
Yeah. There's a lot of YouTubers that all they do is stream GTA.
Yeah. So that's what they doing. Like my son showed me one time. It was like, I think it was like last 4th of July or before that. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, "What you finna do?" Because he was over there airing flip out. He flip money online was getting aired out. Didn't even know. My son in the living room airing his ass out, going in this thing, airing him out. Boom, boom. I'm like, that's my son airing you out. So he was like, so I'm sitting here like, "What you finna do?" I'm like, "Well," he said, "I'm waiting." And people got together as a group, and they end up jumping monster cars. They were jumping over cars for the 4th of July, and dude built something or made something where it was like fireworks going off. GTA just said, "Okay, for this month, we gonna have fireworks." And it was going like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, okay, I see their community is deep. It is deep.
Yeah.
It's deep, and they loyal.
Right, and there's endless possibilities. Man, they be having so much crazy stuff going on that game. I remember one time I was playing it, and they had little side missions that just pop up. A woman said, "Help! Somebody stole." Her sister was getting beat by her boyfriend. Could I help break it up? I'm like, well, fuck it. This, it's GTA. I go back and do the alleyway thing. I'm gonna go help and break something up. Man, dudes come out there with guns and stuff. Tell me stick it up. They trying to rob me and shit. I said, man, this bitch to stop me up on the whole game and shit. So you know what I'm saying? Me being me, I'm like, man, the only thing they finna get out of me is a straight gunfight. So I started letting that bitch rain. Boom, 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 boom. They end up killing me and taking the money, and I had to go to the hospital, which they took more money. I'm like, man, look at this shit here. Man, that game, and they got endless possibilities with games like that. That's why games like Dead, State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, man, them games live for a long time.
One of those types of games that has an open world. So when you have open world games like that online, that's when you run into emergent gameplay, bro.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And my cousin was asking me today, he said, "Do you think they'll ever do a sequel?" I was like, "Hell no, nah. They don't need to do a sequel." I was like, "They're still in the top 10. They still keep adding updates for free to GTA Online." It's like, as long as motherfuckers is on there, there's millions and millions of man. They never even talk about the numbers of people that play GTA a month. I imagine that probably is a retardedly stupid, big ass number, bro. All right, but Rockstar don't give a shit about that, man. Like, fuck that, man.
I guess people can live their fantasies. They get in a real player one and be some thugs.
Exactly. That's basically what GTA is. GTA is Ready Player One for this generation, bro. Even though, I mean, there's other online games and whatnot, but that's the biggest one. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest one. That's not even the Call of Duties, the Battlefields. None of those is as big as
then you got what you call it, and then you got Red Dead. Yeah, like Red Dead.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do some shit.
But that part, people think they cowboy. They're gonna turn that shit to Westworld.
Yup. That no doubt, man. Now a lot of other things been in the news though, man. Um, you know how freaking Sony's been with the crossplay shit, right? That they know they don't want to play ball, and then of course, the Sony ponies and shit. They'll normally jump on it like, yeah, Sony don't need to be friends with nobody, man. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. And then you got your regular Sony fans that they're like, man, but bro, man, what's wrong with crossplay? I wouldn't mind playing with my homeboys on fucking Switch or even Xbox. No, man. Sony don't need that shit, man. Sony, they don't need to share. Well, guess what, man? Now freaking other companies and shit are actually doing that shit. They're actually going to come out with crossplay, and they're excluding PlayStation out the gate. So they're actually going to be doing games for like PC, Switch, and Xbox, and they won't want to do shit for PlayStation because they say they don't want to play. Ain't that a trip, man? They call PlayStation, right? But they're not going to do games for them because they don't want to play. Matter of fact, I was reading this article. It tripped me out because you know how Pokemon is big, right? So it's basically like a Pokemon thing ripoff called Temtem, made by a Spanish developer from Spain. And this shit does all the shit the motherfuckers in Pokemon wish Pokemon did. All right?
Wow.
And they actually came out and said, know what I'm saying? I read the translation because I know Spanish. So I can read this shit in Spanish, know what I'm saying? But I read the translation as well. And they was like, you know what? It's like, we're making this game. We're doing this. You're able to do this and all this shit, stuff that you can't do in Pokemon. And we're bringing it to everything. And it's going to be digital only. And we're not bringing it to PlayStation. And they're like, why are you not bringing it to PlayStation? Because they don't know how to play. All right, so what are your thoughts on that? Let me go with you, E-Rock. What are your thoughts?
Hey, listen, guys, it's like this, man. Do
you think more companies will step to the plate and do the same thing?
Yeah, listen, man. I don't know if I can speak for Triple Cup or 100 or U Kaleidoscope, but I would have waited an eternity for this. I would have waited an eternity for this, man. The last 5 months, you can feel like this momentum shift. Okay, you can feel like people finally, the media, the developers, finally waking up, and it's satisfying to see, man. Crossplay is. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Definitely, clearly.
Crossplay is something between the Nintendo Switch or any Nintendo console and Xbox is something I thought we'd never see. It means that these two companies, well, Microsoft was always ahead of the curve with pushing technology and pushing services for the gamers. But
and hardware. Oh yeah.
To see Nintendo break out of they rigid bullshit and say, yeah, okay, man, yeah, let's do this, let's rock this, man, and to make that beautiful advertisement of the Xbox player and the Nintendo player playing Minecraft.
That was a brilliant advertisement, wasn't it?
That's huge. That's huge. And this entire generation, look, we all know what happened at E3 2013. We all know how Microsoft stumbled. We all know how Sony used that to basically, and the media helped them out to sell purportedly 80 million consoles. We all, this entire generation, Xbox kept pushing for the gamers. One company was for the gamers, the other one was for their pockets. But now it's finally the fuck out there, man. Now it's finally out there. And for these studios and these game makers to say, well, look, since y'all two is down with crossplay, we gonna make this game for PC, Switch, and Xbox. We're not even messing with Sony because they don't want to play. That's huge. Look, man, there's no way y'all can spin this. There's no way you hoof clickers can spin this. There's no way none of y'all can spin this, man. I mean, Kaleidoscope, man. This is huge. And yes, I've been hearing rumblings. I don't know how true they are. I've been hearing rumblings on social media about people who have been buying Switches and buying Xboxes. I've been hearing rumblings on social media about people who be like, you know what, man, fuck PlayStation. I don't know how accurate this is. I've been hearing rumblings about Xbox Ones sales jumping up, Switches sales jumping up because of this. I don't know how accurate any of this is, but like you could feel with everything happening this last 5 months, E3, Sea of Thieves, overselling its projections. State of Decay, another game that's supposed to be dog shit, overselling its projections. Xbox announcing the Scarlet. And now this, you could sort of feel, man, that it's this momentum shift going on. And I'm just glad the whole world finally woke up and saw what dirtbag Sony is. It's about time.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with you on most of the practically every single point you raised. I agree with you, man. But some of these fanboys, right, these ponies fail to realize multiplayer is huge this fucking generation, people. Huge. All right. And there's people that I play with on Destiny too that were from PlayStation. And I'm like, how come you don't play on PlayStation no more? It's like, because you see, I play Destiny, man. Their service is dog shit.
Yo, dude, you be on that Destiny.
Yeah.
I be seeing it every time I fire my Xbox Kaleidoscope on Destiny. I'm like, God damn, you still, what the fuck is it with that game?
Yo, it's this generation's crack for me. All right, that's what it is.
Kaleidoscope play games, y'all. Anybody talking any shit about him or 100, y'all can wipe that shit out your ass, man. This dude be on some damn shit.
Hell yeah, man. And then, and I actually told the person, man, it was a chick, man, called Sniper Girl. And she was like, you know what? She has kids and man, older people and whatnot. Know what I'm saying? Not these dudes that just came out of fucking high school and shit, wet behind the ears motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't know how to respect motherfuckers. All right. But yeah, she's like, the mom's has 2 kids and whatnot. And she was like, you know what? He's like, I got tired of doing raids and getting kicked out the raid like every 5 minutes. Because the servers was such garbage and shit.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, it kind of sucks because, you got the fanboys touting like the PlayStation, like, oh, no, we got internet, we got this, we got that. What games are you playing? Uncharted. Are you playing online? No, I'm playing the single player.
God of War.
Okay. God of War, you know what I'm saying? Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, of course you want to play single player games because your online infrastructure is trash. We know this. All right. Yo, 100. What are your thoughts on all this, man? But as well as to what I just asked E-Rock, man.
What about this crossplay stuff? I mean,
yeah,
crossplay is cool. It's something different. But the only thing I got something about crossplay is I want to talk to you too. I want to have the ability to talk. I heard it is ability to talk, but it's like screaming like you own. Like you're screaming like you don't see it. These y'all want some help?
Ahoy!
Ahoy there!
Yeah. But it's like they explained to me last night on GRG. But you know what? If Sony don't want to play, they don't want to play. They ain't playing no game. Ain't playing. They red boxing games and shit. They busy worrying about making memes and shit about us and everything else and start playing these games. I like the option. Actually, me and my man Misfit, we're playing what was that shit called? Vermintide, Warhammer Vermintide. Oh no, matter of fact, we was playing Paladins.
Yeah.
We got
Paladins.
We was playing Paladins, and I ain't played Paladins in about like 4 or 5
That game
months.
is tight though, man. I was playing it recently and shit. I like that shit.
So me and him got together, and we was playing Paladins, and we was playing deathmatch and everything. And before we start, we can see if it's Xbox people or we see if it was PC people.
Yep.
And to me, is that one.
You got that X for the Xbox, bro.
Yeah. So to me, at least you know who you was playing against, who you're playing with, and it's not a deal killer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a deal killer. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
it's not that bad. It's not that bad, though.
Yeah. And it's different. And people don't understand. It's a lot of people on PC plays with controllers. Everybody's not a PC and a mouse person. They're not PC and mouse. You know what I'm saying? Because when I play on PC, it's an Xbox controller, even if it's a 360 controller. I need a controller.
I mean, but I think it can't be understated. It can't be said enough that we've seen crossplay with PC. I mean, you know how I feel about them bums. Heck with them bums. I just can't believe that Nintendo is cooperating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 100. You've been gaming forever.
I don't know why.
But you know what? Microsoft already had a relationship with them, even with Minecraft.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Microsoft has Mario characters with them, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. If you look at it, crossplay right now on
Microsoft
Minecraft.
is winning because didn't Microsoft publish Minecraft on Nintendo on the Switch?
Yeah, they,
Yeah.
So this is what they're doing is everybody got the new Minecraft, supposed to be the new Minecraft update, other than Sony, because we're gonna play this.
Yeah,
you don't want to
Sony
let
don't
everybody play
play,
against
so they
each
don't
other.
get to play.
They don't want to play. So you can get on your Android phone, Android tablet, you can go get on your iPhone, you can get on your PC, you can get on your Mac, you can get on your Xbox, you can get on your Nintendo Switch. All y'all can play. All of us can play together.
Crazy.
In the same field stuff together, all that stuff together. So
And they all get the updates.
Yeah. If you on PlayStation, you do not get the new graphical updates. Microsoft said, I'm gonna do this. Is what you don't want to play alone, but they ain't publicly saying, look at Nintendo said, look, we can play together. And we're talking about third-party games. We're not talking about first-party games. I ain't talking about playing Halo against somebody with Halo and Halo coming on PlayStation. No, I ain't talking about playing on Uncharted. We're talking about playing Call of Duty and how many people say, what's your KDE is. I don't give a fuck about a KDE. I can hang in there as much as I can. Let me get my little son over here with his 12-year-old ass and let him air you out. You know what I'm saying? And then have competition. Look at all the competition that you can have. Check that out. Look at all the competitions that you can have. What about is we get our PlayStation people together and then the Xbox people together and we go play Paladins together against each other. How cool is that?
Mhm.
And we can stream it. It's different ways that stuff can go and benefit both sides. I ain't making the buck off of it. Bye. I'm gonna make this. Oh, we're gonna try. Try what? You ain't trying shit.
Exactly. You got them
Yo,
fools
I
out
feel you.
there defending them. Unbelievable. You know the usual culprits. The Alex Escobars of this world and the Puerto Rocks. Well, we don't need to have crossplay. Ah, shut up.
They don't really play games like that, though. Let's just be honest. Know what I'm saying? If they actually did play games and they played games online and whatnot, know what I'm saying, and they had more friends than just 2 or 3 people they talk to, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe. But you know, my friends list is retardedly big. Know what I'm saying? Like on Destiny alone, I probably got over like 150 friends on Destiny.
Damn.
All right, and I'm constantly meeting motherfuckers. All right, I ended up leaving my previous clan today. You know what I'm saying? I left my old clan and I went with the Odd Squad. You know what I'm saying? So I was with the Rippers of Darkness, the RIP, but then I just went with the Odd Squad. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes, they do raids, they do the whole 9 yards. All right, these dudes are some beasts, man. We actually fucking killed the boss's shit like 10 minutes, bro. 10 minutes. It was just some retarded shit, man. But when you got everybody on your fire team that knows what the fuck they doing, your shit is crazy easy. When you got a whole bunch of scrubs that can't pull their weight, when you got a whole bunch of scrubs that can't pull their weight, you there like for 3-4 hours, bro. On the same shit that I just did in 10 minutes.
We're gonna send you to Destiny Rehab. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send your ass to it.
Yeah, because he was getting furious for a second too, like he was just having a relapse. Like, man, this person died, but we here playing this shooting for 3 hours, and we just killed this mouse in about 10 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
No, I'm saying it's just, you know, it's just bugged out, man. Then people talk because you know how people love to talk trash. One of my homeboys, he was like, "Oh, yo, that you were scrub this, and that." I was like, "All right, let's do Nightfall on Prestige." We did Nightfall on Prestige. Everybody died multiple times. We got to the end. I was like, "How many times did I die, bro?" Oh, wait a minute. Don't answer that because I didn't.
I'm gonna tell you how much Destiny got his life. He pops in the party with it. It's the regular suspects, everybody in the party. Soon as he see his son-in-law, he gave us 2 figures. I see y'all later. We go look at his party. I already see the usual suspects. It's his son-in-law. It might be this person, and they all on Destiny. I said, "Oh, no, I ain't finna go bother them." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you might get cussed out in that party. Shut up! I don't want to talk. Shoot him. You know what I'm saying? He deep into it.
Yeah, it is a trip. Yeah. It is a trip.
That's when you're being strategic. When you see that's why I normally do just out of respect. If you see a party where everybody playing the same game, 9 times out of 10 they playing the same game for a reason, and in the party chat for a reason. You know, like a lot of people just hop in stuff like that. Now if it's just random people like a bomb party, because ain't no party like a bomb party. Yeah, just hopping stuff like
Yeah,
that.
everybody
playing-
playing something different. I mean, there might be a couple of people playing the same game because you'll have your little groups that have 2 people here playing one game, 3 people over here playing another 2 people here playing something else. One by himself doing some shit, another one by himself doing some other shit. Because most parties be full.
Right. And about 4 o'clock in the morning, you got one person snoring.
It ain't my fault.
Yo, I be kicking the dudes out my party that do that on Destiny, man. Everybody's like,
Oh,
you
we
kick
do.
him, you kick him. Out of here.
Oh no, it's a rule. Ain't no disrespect if you go to sleep in the party. There's no disrespect if you could come. We kicked Live out last night. He came back about 15, 20 minutes later.
Did he come back beefing?
Yeah, took it now. Nah, he took it. Now he already know. We don't want to hear that shit. Now
Yeah,
we could
he was shamed. That's what that shit was. He was shamed.
Yeah, so now it has been a part where he has cussed me. He came in tripping like y'all kicked me out. You was asleep.
Why you
talking
sweating
and-
it? You wasn't talking. You just occupying space.
Yeah, come in, fuck y'all. Yeah, fuck you too. You was
It's
asleep.
like, dude.
We don't
I
wanna hear
understand
that.
if you're there in
We had a
the
bunch-
middle of the conversation, is that yo, boom, this, that, boom. You know what I'm saying? Then you kick him like that. He comes back like, yo, what the fuck, man? What happened? I was just fucking with you.
Now that nigga was asleep.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, you can't get mad at that, man. Come on. It's like, I think yesterday it's 2 people I kicked out my party and shit, man. It was like I kept messaging the dude because he was like he's gonna help out on the raid. So I'm like, we trying to talk to him for like 15 minutes. Old dude ain't answering. Then I messaged him like 4 times. He ain't answer. I was like, oh, he probably asleep. And the old girl was like, yo, boot them both. Then they ain't here doing nothing. I was like, all right, fuck it. I just booted them both, man.
Yeah, that is a one-way trip to the ejecto sleep. Fall asleep inside of a party. You out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
nobody-
Man. And then the thing is, he
anybody
jumped
can
back
get it.
in. He jumped back in like more or less like what Money did, like 20 minutes later. He said one word. I didn't know what the word he was saying though, because they was talking about a certain thing we was about to do on the raid. Then he just jumped back out. I was like, okay, whatever. I guess he didn't want to do what we was talking about.
Yeah, he felt played. But in it, getting an ejecto sleep, don't be in your feelings. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? If Obama in the party with us and he fall asleep, he get it.
He gonna get it too, right? Yeah, I feel you, man.
Right.
Man, let's go to what we was just discussing about the crossplay. What are your thoughts on it, Chuck?
Oh man, see, crossplay was one of the most beautifulest things that I ever could hear in my life. My first thing was Madden. I could be playing against people on the PlayStation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love a bigger player pool. I love being able to play against more people, and that mean my matchmaking.
See,
go a
but you're
whole lot
looking at it
quicker.
from a gaming perspective. That's the way people should look
Hell
at it.
yeah.
They bring this
Man,
brand shit into it. What the fuck does the brands have to
Thank
do with it?
That ain't First of all, that ain't my business. Second of all, they making my business when they don't let me get my business. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
when I see that, you know what I'm saying? It kind of frustrating. Then I was listening to what people were saying. Like I actually hear people talk. Sometimes I just don't say nothing because I don't really care half of the time what they be saying.
Mhm.
But it kind of irked my nerve a little bit when they were saying about when Microsoft was on top, they didn't want to do it. Now since Sony on the top, you know what I'm saying, that's why they don't want to do it. It's like, no, it's that, but it's the leadership. Phil Spencer, if he was leading right now, he still would probably do crossplay. So it's always
course.
about the leadership. Think about Nintendo. They changing leadership. They doing crossplay. You got to think about
Mhm.
it. When leadership change, rules change. So you ain't going to see the same direction. So when they saying about Sony not doing it, it's they leadership right now don't want to do it. You see the stuff that they're doing, trying to copyright Let's Play. They are can't backed into a wall and they swinging wild and they just trying to hit with anything they can hit. And if you get in their way of they spray, you gonna get shot down too because they don't care. Because it's not really about the crossplay. That's the killer. The killer is you could go purchase stuff on the Nintendo. I mean on the Nintendo or the Xbox, and you could be playing it off of the PC or the website. And if you download that to the PlayStation, you can't take your information and bring it back to the PC or the Xbox, but you can take it to the Xbox and then back to the PC. But the thing about it is, they keeping your money locked to them. That right there is foul. I mean, I don't know if y'all heard about that, but that's
Is that for the gamers? Remember they said they for the gamers.
Yeah, right. They for the players.
Hey,
For the players.
You know what it kind of
okay.
remind me of?
It's like those players, I guess, ended up playing themselves, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is. But no, hey, you ever seen they talk about like the man that be inside on the big white van and he opened the door up and he had a candy and he be trying to talk all nice and stuff? That's what the PlayStation did. Sony, they said, hey,
Mr. Ice Cream Man. It's like, you're just kidnapping your ass and shit.
Right, and we ain't letting your information go.
Wow. That's crazy, man.
But that's foul, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying, for them to be doing that. But if they were smart, just think about it like this. If you purchase something on the PlayStation and you can play against other people, that means the player pool gonna stay bigger for a much longer time. That means the next person that's buying a PlayStation might purchase the game because they still got people playing the game and talking about the game. Like on Xbox, it's a known fact. When you turn your Xbox on, tell me, one of y'all, if y'all haven't done this, because tell me I'm not by myself. You push the little Xbox button, you scroll over the friends, and let me see what everybody playing, and you see all the games they playing, and they might see a game that keep popping up over and over, and you be like, you know what? I'm gonna play me some. It might be some shit like Recall. Everybody might be playing. You be like, man, let me get back into Recall. You know, just seeing other people playing a certain game, it kind of have you like, you know what I'm saying? Let me get back into it. So you know what I'm saying? Sony is actually hurting themselves by doing it, thinking that a person gonna go buy an Xbox just to play it. Man, one game not gonna.
Just think about it. People ain't gonna dedicate a whole bunch of time to do the same shit all over again. All right, no, I'm saying like things like Fortnite. Once you unlock a whole bunch of shit, then let's say you're playing it on Switch, and then you want to go over to PlayStation, you can't do it because you can't access your Switch account, which is bullshit. So then you got to start everything from scratch.
And then you can bring it to the PlayStation. You can bring it to the PlayStation, but you can't take if you bring it over to the PlayStation, you can't take it from the PlayStation off of Fortnite.
No, I thought it was like both ways that you can't transfer accounts, period.
No, they'll block you. If you go, matter of fact, I'm gonna try it tonight. I'm gonna have my son, my little cousin jump on their Fortnite account.
So that Nintendo Switch could actually go and transfer their account to PlayStation, and they'll have all their shit.
No, they don't.
Right,
not
but
on
you
Nintendo,
can't.
No.
You can't. You cannot on PlayStation nothing. Lock it down to you.
Yeah,
like
both of them they get locked down.
Lock it down.
If it's on PC, if it's on PC, if it's on PC, if you bought something on PC or Xbox or Nintendo.
Oh yes, so they basically lock you out of your account.
Yeah, so when you go log,
everybody can play Fortnite. We know it's all free, so then you're not really transferring your account over.
No, they won't allow it.
That's shady business, bro. That's shady business because you know how many hours motherfuckers be putting into games like that. You know what I'm saying? And then for them to say it's like, oh, we're locking your account. Yeah, that's what it is, that they're locking people's accounts.
So you can't, everything that you purchase on something else, you cannot bring it over. It's like, no, we can't. It's over.
Wow. So
then once you bring it over to the PlayStation, PlayStation locks your account.
Does that sound like a corporation that's being greedy, or does it sound like a corporation that's being desperate?
Shit. Greedy, desperate, greedy. That's what it sounds like.
I'm saying. I would say it's a little bit of both, bro. It's a little bit of both, man. Because Sony has had to sell off companies. They've had to put out studios to pasture. You know what I'm saying? They was even contemplating selling their movie studio a while back, man. You know what I'm saying? Because their financials ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, every fucking penny they could pinch, they pinching them like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, they're the kings of penny pinching. Right, they know what's up, man. That's why you ain't gonna see no giant multiplayer games because they tried that last generation and they failed. Right, and not only did they fail, but also a whole bunch of millions of dollars that got flushed down the toilet because all those things failed. Right, that's why this generation there really isn't a whole lot of multiplayer experiences on PlayStation because that costs money. You know what I'm saying, for testing and the whole 9 yards. And Sony don't got money like that. I mean, just think about most of their games this generation. You haven't seen games with this whole mob of motherfuckers on screen, people. Not from Sony. You know what I'm saying? The only one that had a mob of motherfuckers on screen got delayed till next year, which was Days Gone. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Everything from Uncharted to Horizon Zero Dawn to The Order 1886 to Bloodborne to... Dude, if there's more than 8 characters on screen, I'd be surprised. All right, I'd be surprised like a motherfucker. Meanwhile, you see some shit like fucking what was it, Dead Rising 3 at the launch of this generation. Whole mob of motherfuckers on screen. I'm saying you see with some of the major Halo battles. You see some of the shit going down in Gears. You see fucking just the way shit looks fucking Forza Horizon with all them fucking cars going all over the place. It's just fucking ridiculous, people. All right, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, no, Sony ain't got money like that to do multiplayer. All right, but check this out, Sean Layden, man. Remember I was telling y'all guys about the 3 things that they need for games to be put on their platform, right?
Right.
All right, so the 3 things that they, that they'll pass as an exclusive, they have to meet 3 basic criteria. These are Sean Layden's words, all right? And it's like the first criteria is that they got to be the first ones to do it. The second criteria is they got to be the best in its class. And the third criteria is actually that it's a must. So looking at the PlayStation first party exclusive library from, let's say, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Bloodborne, Killzone. What else is there? Crash ain't theirs. All right, so Sucker Punch, whatever.
All the 1886.
But basically all their first party exclusives. I mean, whatever you guys can think of, just think about those. Do you think those lived up to those 3 basic criteria? That they're the first of their class, the best in their class, and that were a must? Let's start with you, Chuck.
First of all, I don't know what the hell a must is. Come on, like a must have.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, if it was a must have.
Mm-hmm.
Me, it's like a pick or choose one, but the best of its kind, being unique. All of them the same type of game, so it would have to be one out of all those games. So they all are pretty much the same type of genre and have the same look and feel to it. So that's going to be impossible for them to actually. That's a contradiction for them to even think about it if they can meet those standards because of too many games in the same genre. They don't have all the other games, and then Forza is the top racer of all time, so they couldn't have it in the racing category. So I really don't see one of the games they actually could fit all 3 of them jointly.
Yo, this is what first means to them, man. First means creating a first of its kind, a genre that doesn't exist, a market that hasn't been actualized yet. Will your game do that? All right, so that's basically explaining. Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
the
what
closest game to that
means.
would be Quantum Break. Out of all games, there would be Quantum Break. And maybe it'll be Crackdown.
I know, right? Quantum Break fits that criteria like a motherfucker, right?
Right. But none of the Sony games now.
As a matter of fact, I think actually Halo fits that criteria, doesn't it? Matter of fact, I think even Gears of War fits that criteria. Forza Horizon.
First person.
Recore. Killer Instinct. Yeah, I'll get stupid. Yours. Matter of fact, Ori and the Blind Forest, damn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he basically listed
every genre.
He basically listed Microsoft's first party, bro. All right, what are your thoughts on this, E-Rock?
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody makes a big deal about Sony's first party, but like, to me, I mean, nothing really stands out. I mean, if you could say something is in a class by itself, and I've been over God of War years ago, but you could probably say God of War is in a class by itself. You got. This is me giving them a little bit of credit, but other than that, man, nothing from them was unique this generation. To me, something that's in the class by itself is a game that everybody took a piss on, but we knew it was great, and apparently the sales said it was great. Sea of Thieves. There's nothing else out there like it. It exists in a space completely by itself. A game, first of all, a pirate game, a game where you make your own adventure, and if you don't make your own adventure, it will find your ass. So
It actually fits Sony's criteria, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sunset Overdrive. There's nothing else out there like Sunset Overdrive.
Wow,
Nothing.
man, I forgot about that.
Quantum Break. I mean, I know we're getting off the question, but I mean, that's how easy it is. You can flip this shit. Like, except for God of War, nothing Sony's done this generation stands out. I mean, yeah, I know there was another Uncharted, but it was another in a long line of Uncharted. Everybody,
Yeah, but it was kind of boring though. I mean,
Hey, I got
even
one
the people that
Detroit
played,
Become
even people
Hey,
that
but I
played
put this one
Uncharted,
way-
some of them, you know, they're at least
original.
honest, and they said that it was kind of boring.
Okay, I
Wow.
put this way. Let's
Wow.
keep buck right now. What was being innovative from Sony as an exclusive when they branch out of their ways?
Dude, that's one of the reasons what that trips me out about this one.
Hey,
I'm glad you
Detroit
brought
Become
that up.
Human.
He doesn't
Hold-
talk
that's a
about
Telltale's
innovation.
game. We already
He
got
says
we got
first,
Telltale's games
best,
already.
and must. He doesn't use the word innovative because they haven't
Yeah.
innovated anything.
You know, what they innovate, they actually put stuff together from different games and put it together and made a great story. They're good storytellers. I give that to them. But other than that, where's your multiplayer concept? Nobody's playing Uncharted multiplayer, and it's a ripoff from Gears of War. That's not innovative.
That's a cheap bargain copy.
You actually using things that's from Gears of War 4.
They should have actually
You just
copy
changed it
pasted
up.
Gears of War 4. It might have been better.
But when you no, I'm keeping it in the buck.
Mhm.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Which the last what? They're Laura Croft. Yes, it's gonna have a good story. They wanted to use the lesbian thing. I ain't got no problem with lesbians because I'm a lesbian too. Lesbian. I love women. That's my problem. But see, that's the thing that like what's being innovative when when Microsoft decided to go do Sea of Thieves. Guess what? Okay, Sea of Thieves would have to be a hit because what came close to Sea of Thieves that was at E3 last year? Remember, the people that make shit, I'm fucking up. The people that make Assassin's Creed, I can't think of their company.
Ubisoft.
Remember, Ubisoft supposed to come out with some type of shit. Did Ubisoft show any of that shit this year?
They
No.
sure didn't. They pirate game. Yeah.
They didn't show nothing about that pirate game. It wasn't even mentioned.
Nah, they pulled
So
it
Sea
back,
of Thieves
bro.
did something.
It was supposed to come out too. It was supposed to come out this year. Once Sea of Thieves came out, they was like, "Oh shit, man, fuck, damn it!" It was like
I heard
back to basics, bro.
It's a ship-to-ship combat game. I don't even think you can leave your
Yeah.
ship.
And then
No,
when
you can't.
I
You
talk-
can't, bro. That's
I
only
talked to
bullshit.
Rob first.
Hey, yeah, I ain't
I talked
see
to
the
Rob
game.
first.
Watch the gameplay.
Yeah,
It-
bro.
No, but
It looked like it's gonna get
but when I-
repetitive real fast. That's what it
Real
look.
quick,
Yeah.
bro. All right, it looks like something that you can rent a
Real
weekend
mashup.
and you done.
Exactly.
I talked to
Red
Rob
box
first,
it.
and I said, "You mad at Ubisoft? Made that we're more open world."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm proud of Ubisoft. That you know, I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? To do something off of it because Microsoft. People say the box that is stepping off the box with State of Decay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, where all the concept and what all this at? They gave you multiple ways to play it. You can go get that shit in Game Pass, or you can go get that shit somewhere else. I don't care. You want to spend $60? You're not paying for DLC. This shit is free.
Mhm.
FREE. How you can get mad about that? Well, you got
Nah,
these other
hey.
games.
Hey, not free. They
It's
say
gonna be like
included. They
GTA
say it's
Online,
included.
bro. Once you got GTA, you don't need nothing else. Everything is free.
Yeah, everything gonna be included.
Well, not really everything. I mean, some of the stuff they do charge for, but they do drop a lot of free shit on there, though. Regardless, you can't really beat that, man. Matter of fact, this same article. You know where I got this information from? We're gonna go with you, Chuck, in a second. But I got this information from the PlayStation Bros. All right, and they're talking because they had this interview with Sean Layden himself. And this is the trippy thing, man. These is dudes that's PlayStation heads, right? And even these dudes is admitting. These were his closing words. This is the reason I'm bringing it up, because it tripped me out. He said, there you have it. Because basically, Sean Layden again says, so first, best, and must. We look at all our games through that lens. It helps us make the right decisions most of the time. Most of the time. And then this dude finishes the article by writing, there you have it. While I don't agree with everything Sean says, Gran Turismo is not the best racing series around anymore, but that's a story for another day.
Wow.
Right? He put that in captions. Then he goes, the selection process is ultimately about making a profit. It also still gives their studios the freedom to create a game like Dreams and Concrete Genie. Dude, man, if that's on your top of the list to buy, you got issues. Right? Or the opportunity to take the God of War formula and turn it on its head. All right. So, yeah, basically ripping things from every other game and whatnot and making this. I'm not saying there's a bag in the game. I think it's dope as hell. But there was nothing really new that I haven't experienced before in another game. All right. But that's trippy thing, man. You know, he's like, these dudes that's on a PlayStation, you know, on a PlayStation freaking internet station and whatnot, they're actually going out their way, and they even themselves, they admit that Gran Turismo is not all that anymore. Why? Because they played Forza, but they're not trying to promote Forza, obviously.
I mean, that's why you'll never hear him talking about the racing. Let GT have been better than Forza. Man, they'd have been on top of rooftops talking. But since you ain't hearing nothing, that should be self-explanatory right there.
Yeah.
The GT is not the game it used to be. That's a game that it used to be. God of War, it's a damn good ass game, but like everybody was saying, you know, it's
dude, even graphically the game is not that impressive, bro. I seen that shit running on a Pro, on a 4K TV setup. Well, we know it's not throwing out 4K anyway, right? Well, I might be wrong. Who knows? I really don't know the resolution for that game, nor do I care. But the graphics look like ass, bro. The buildings and everything. I'm like, dude, when did they make this game, man? In the Dreamcast era?
Oh, damn.
Wow.
The buildings, bro, the buildings look like out of Dreamcast and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is up with the buildings? I was like, the cars are dope. What's up with the buildings, people? It's like, doesn't the PS4 have any horsepower under that hood? Or was that all smoke and mirrors? I guess it was smoke and mirrors, man. Those buildings look like ass, bro. Meanwhile, you play a game like Forza Horizon and you don't know what to fucking look at. Your eyeballs go everywhere, all over the fucking screen. And if you got a giant 4K setup, man, you feel like a dude in the front row of a theater and shit, looking left and right, like, what the fuck, man? Oh my gosh. It's like, dude, it's some crazy shit, bro.
Hey, you ever wrecked your car looking at some background shit?
Hell yeah, you know I do, man. Shit. You be looking, then you be smashed it into some shit by accident. Ah, fuck, man. Is that, hold on, basically, rewind. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And normally I don't like rewinding on shit. Not even my races when I'm losing, bro. I normally try to like win the race and shit. No simple. When I do something like that I'm looking through a mirror, I rewind in a heartbeat. I was like, oh well, that wasn't me that fucked up. No, I'm saying I was just, you know, looking at the background.
Right.
Yeah, my cousin was like,
every time I fly off the cliff.
Yeah, you took that wrong turn and shit. I'm gonna take this shortcut. Hold on. Oh shit.
Yeah. Or drive up to a turn, don't know the turn coming up and just keep going straight, run straight into the pole. Bow!
I know, man. Then to turn back around, that shit hard.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your thoughts on that previous question that I asked, man? I forgot what it was. What was that previous question I asked people?
About Sony having anything that truly stands out as unique this generation?
Oh yeah. What are your thoughts on first, best, and must? What are your thoughts on that, Triple Cup?
Oh no, man. Just
do you think they've been the first to do things that nobody has ever seen this generation?
Okay, yeah.
Do you think they brought out something that was like the best that you would consider this generation? And do you think they brought out something that was a must buy this generation?
No, 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 and no. But hey, the must buy, they got some people that's real God of War fans.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can understand. They got some people that's real Uncharted fans, so I can understand that.
But that dude,
But
I would buy that
outside
shit
of
in a
those two,
heartbeat too. So I would say that fits that criteria.
yeah, but outside of that in particular criteria, the rest of them they fall short on because it's too much of the same game doing the same shit. I mean, different story, different characters, but too much of the same type of gameplay. Everything's still the same, feel the same, and look the same.
Yeah.
I don't see
Or it's
Sony having
lacking in
nothing.
some areas. Like I like Horizon Zero Dawn. I like it a lot. But it would have been cool if she had more melee moves. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like that two-hit melee combo and shit, if she would have had like a shitload of melee moves like an Assassin's Creed character, dude,
Yeah,
that shit would have been my crack this generation. But it wasn't. She only had two
Hey
melee
Chuck,
moves, people.
hey Chuck, can we say they like college players that go to college out here in the United States? They're a bunch of one and dones.
Yeah,
yeah, pretty
Mhm.
much.
One
yeah,
and done.
yeah, because they
People
really ain't
pay
got
them.
time for that.
People
They like
play them.
old girl on YouTube and shit. Old dude, man. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And that's been the story. That's to me, that's the story of. And I know right now, anybody listening to this podcast, be like, man, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of Xbox. And yeah, you'd be right. But
I
also,
am.
we just giving our opinions, man. And my opinion is, everything you guys just said about the one and dones, every game that's come out for PlayStation this generation has looked like every other game. Uncharted has looked like Horizon Zero Dawn. God of War has looked like Until Dawn. The new Uncharted, excuse me, the Lesbians of Us. They all look the same. All the shit looks the same. And this is why I've been trying to stick it in the head of these ponies and these hoof clickers and even these Nintendo fans. This is why you have three different platforms. You got Nintendo with the Mario and the Kirby and the Splatoon. You got PlayStation with this series of single player games, and you got Xbox who everybody got to give them their credit now. Xbox has been going out there and experimenting, despite the fact that C and everybody else couldn't understand it. Microsoft said, "Listen, man, we are the multiplayer console. We're going to experiment.
Hmm.
You're going to get your Gears of War 5. You're going to get your next Halo Infinity. But right now, we doing State of Decay. Right now, we doing Sea of Thieves. You either with it or you ain't." And a lot of folks, I guess, just didn't get that Microsoft wasn't trying to be a one beat company like Sony. Yeah, did that make any sense? Sony's
Yeah.
a one beat company, man. Every game is a single player, one and done. Yeah, they may be spectacular. Some of, I seen God of War. God of War looks spectacular. I'm not into God of War no more, but I can see why a lot of folks like God of War, and I'm glad
Hmm.
that game is out there for them. But don't try to tell me that that Sea of Thieves has to be like God of War. No, Sea of Thieves has to be what Sea of
Sea of
Thieves is.
Thieves. Yep.
Yeah, State of Decay has to be what State of Decay is, and who saw State of Decay becoming a monster hit like that? Like, I mean, come on, man.
Hmm. That is so on point, man. And you know what? You just made me realize something. In the OG Xbox era, Microsoft, or the Xbox innovated with a whole bunch of different things, right? But one of them was multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the internal hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next generation, PlayStation 3 has an internal hard drive, right? And they also try to innovate with multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came up with MAG, 50 people, and
That's
you
right,
could never really
man.
play right. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? They came out with Haze. You know what I'm saying? They came out with Sarcoms. They came out with so many games that were online, and all of them played crappy. Why? Because their infrastructure was dog shit, man. Let's just be honest. It was garbage. Right? Those dudes was telling me they used to wait half an hour sometimes in a room just to start up a match. So I'm
mm-hmm.
like, dude, what was y'all
Collide.
doing? Y'all was waiting half the time instead of playing?
Collide. This is what I give Sony. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's my new name.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that Microsoft really took from Sony, really,
Mm.
is the games with gold. They was
Oh
giving
yeah.
away free games before Microsoft was. That's the only thing that
Yep.
Microsoft took from
I'll
Sony.
get on
That's
that.
what
Yeah.
Let's give it
competition
away.
breeds.
Yeah. But how many? Look at it now. Look how everything that Sony has took from Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? Remember when the PlayStation 4 came out and Microsoft had that. And shout out to that young lady that worked for Engadget. She kept it real. She
Yeah,
kept it real
man.
buck. You know what I'm saying? And they slammed her in the comment section. You know, but people complain about what? Always online. We are always online right now. We're online
Yeah.
right now on our phones, on anything. We always online. When you make a phone call, you ping in. Microsoft just wants you to ping in.
That's all.
You know,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? But look at they promote what? PlayStation View. Remember it was like this because they weren't about the gamers, all about games, but they're giving you PlayStation View. You can watch Netflix, Hulu. But Microsoft had a store, you can rent movies, you can do all this. They wanted you to all-purpose box. What the PlayStation
Yep.
4 has turned into now, an all-purpose box.
Microsoft tried.
One box to
Yeah.
hook up. You know what I'm saying?
They
But
tried.
you can't do the pass-through.
Yeah.
Microsoft did something that they patent. You can't do the pass-through. Like I say, my satellite is hooked up to my Xbox. So when I cut my TV on it, I automatically just shoots it on, pops it on. I don't need to change inputs. You know how much the ease that's so cool that I don't have to go through input to input when you're a multiple console owner. That's cool. You can actually plug your PlayStation 4 into the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And when it pops up, you can play your PlayStation on. Yeah, you're gonna get a little legacy, but it works. That's called innovation. They ain't innovating over there.
Guys, I know
Do
you guys
that.
don't remember. I know some of you probably don't remember the beginning of 2013, and Sony came out first in February. They showed the PlayStation 4, and I wasn't impressed. And then Microsoft came out and they showed the Xbox One, and it was this guy. I don't know if he's there anymore. This Middle Eastern guy named Yusuf Ahmedi, and it was another guy, and they were showing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Xbox.
Yusuf Ahmedi. Yeah.
They were showing the
I remember.
Xbox. Everybody was bitching, oh, the TV box, And they said, well, we're showing you the features. At E3, we're going to show you the games. Look, when you Medi and them showed me the features, I was sold then. Excuse my
Yeah.
look, man. These niggas was talking about the future. Like we got stuff on the Xbox One that we take for granted now. The ability to switch. I've been switching through apps seamlessly. Just the snap feature. We got things on this
Damn,
console.
I was bummed when they removed the snap feature. And I got so pissed off, but I'll let you know in a second. Continue on.
Yeah, we got things on this console we take for granted. And the biggest takeaway from E3 when Sony pulled that fast one, everybody bitched about, oh, Microsoft tried to do DRM. And I'm like, you idiots. Digital rights management is why you own your fucking games. Digital rights management happened anyway.
It's like they said the letters, right? The acronym and whatnot, and they ain't understood what it meant.
They didn't understand it. Microsoft, I don't know what the hell GameStop did to Microsoft, but Microsoft basically was trying to get rid of them, and they was doing it for us. How many times have we gone to GameStop? Oh, well, you're not gonna be able to play your used games anymore. You're not gonna be able to play what the scratched up fucking copies you got from GameStop for like for $60, and you take the motherfucker back and try to get cash for it, and they give you $4 and a sock. GameStop was doomed the second that the Xbox One was introduced. GameStop was doomed. Guys, I haven't bought a physical copy. I'm not knocking people to buy physical copies, but the last physical copy, and I'm gonna get off the subject because I know I'm getting off a track. The last physical copy of a game I bought was UFC 2, and I bought it home, and it was having disk read errors. I said, that's it, and I took it back to GameStop, and GameStop gave me way less than a third of what I paid for it. I said, you know what? I'm buying all my shit digital now. I own you, all of you, 100, Triple Cup, all of you. You own a license. This is you own a license to all your games. What this means is heaven forbid, those are fireworks you hear in the background, guys, not shooting.
I got that.
what this means is 100 is if God forbid somebody break in your house and steal your Xbox One, right? Normally that would have been a cause for, oh my God, they went in my house, they got my video games. No, man, you buy another Xbox, you hit the power button, and all your shit pops up in your queue because you own the rights to your games. Microsoft was trying to usher us into the future in 2013, and people wasn't ready, y'all. Now they ready. And with to see, and 100 said that Engadget video, that was a major journalist saying we was wrong. Microsoft was right. That's unprecedented, man. We need more of it. We need more people to come out and say, you know what, man, we've been giving Microsoft shit for 6 years, and they was right.
It was innovating.
It was innovating. It's really been Sony that's been stuck in yesterday. So, I mean, how the hell is you denying people crossplay? But I digress, man. I mean, Microsoft is just, they on some other shit, dude. And I'm glad that we all lived to finally see people eat their words, because it seemed like it was never going to happen, man. I don't know how many podcasts. I think this is my 10th DirectX minus the fraud. And how many times did we say, when are people going to finally wake up? And to have Engadget make that video with that young lady, and she just said, yeah, man, Microsoft was trying to show us some future shit. We weren't ready for it. That's basically what she was saying. I mean, that's huge.
And the thing is that if Sony would have done it, they would have been God's gift to gaming.
Oh, please.
Oh, man. It was, but you know what? People don't understand this too, even at E3. When I finally did settle down, and someone told me, like, guess what IGN gave Microsoft E3? I said, what? I said, I'm thinking, you already know my mind thinking negative, right? So they gave it an 8 out of 10. I said, what? And then when that cross-play didn't happen, you see on IGN, yeah, we're giving an Xbox One X. If you come by, just go sit and put something in the comment section. I'm like, huh? What the fuck? What's going on?
Yep.
Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on over here? I'm in the Matrix? Did I take the? I thought I just took the red pill. Did I take the blue one? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You start seeing that, but then when I watched Jeff Keighley shit, and you had Angry Joe and Boogie and all them, and they said what they said, and I'm looking at them like, are y'all serious?
Still hate
people right next door to you. Right next door, you told them it's people. GameStop gave it a nice score. Like, man, they brung what they brung. And then like I said,
and GameStop, that's major right there. Because I mean, remember the beginning of this generation, they was like, oh, we don't like the Xbox One because we don't know where the settings are at. Just hit the fucking X button and then send out your fucking controller. Damn, how hard is that?
But see, they did it because what? They need clicks. That's how it works now. People need clicks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here like, are y'all really believing what y'all saying? Like, I wasn't really impressed. Yo, keep it a buck, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jeff, like, damn, they wouldn't let me in. I'm glad they didn't let your ignorant ass in.
Yeah, because he would have spoiled shit.
What's I could have something like, come on, why y'all really ain't telling the truth? I'm like, tell somebody, like I said, do the game journalism, right? I mean, you know,
exactly.
Right. And people like, boom, you know what? It was so much of a buzz at Microsoft E3. It was people like Mega getting tapped on his shoulder doing interviews with all type of people. We talking to people from France. Like, y'all guys going to Gamescom? I'm like, I don't even got a passport. I just fall over me getting a felony for knocking out front of. I got a turn into a misdemeanor. But it was a buzz around that. It was a straight up buzz. When I watched Sony stuff, they was like, huh? And then when I found out they move people over, who does an intermission? Only thing I know that does that is hockey. The intermission at the first quarter. Who does the intermission? Move these people over. You play this music for 500, and then you say, "Oh, it's the best thing." But they didn't give you no release dates. At least Microsoft was giving you. They were showing you world premieres. When Killer Field came out, this was the killer moment for me. He said, "All these games are world premieres. No one ever know nothing about these games."
Yeah, everything you're gonna see from here on out. Yep.
That was crazy. Like, what you finna bring out? Because I was already sold that before he even came. I thought he was gonna say, "God bless you, good night."
Yeah.
I was good. I'm like, well, yeah, what we drinking on tonight? Said, don't come some more. But then that's what everybody asked for. Did the gaming community, did all the people that was doom and glooming asking for, they wanted to see diversity, different studios and all that other stuff. You got everything.
Yeah.
Sony,
And when he said that world premiere shit, right? Everything you see from here on out is world premieres. What was the first game he showed? Jump Force.
man, that man, I
Bandai
jumped
Namco.
up.
I was like, what? This dude just came out with a Japanese game right out the gate.
Show like
Saying,
free,
yo, this is a
free,
world
free
premiere. Nobody's seen this shit.
Yeah.
It's Killer Phil, people.
Well, I'm like,
I just don't know.
and people, and how many people that was part of the Xbox community, part of a bunch of gaming community said Phil needs to go. No,
Yep.
need to go.
Exactly. The people that said that shit, y'all the
poison.
motherfuckers that need to go. True that. I agree.
All y'all that y'all think y'all marketing analysts, y'all vice presidents of think you can be a vice president of Microsoft or marketing, all that, or advertising, go do me a favor and slap the shit out yourself, because y'all not none of that. I can't do that role. I don't run a bit.
No.
I don't even want that. I don't even want that pressure on me.
No.
Mm-hmm.
They thinking, oh, I can just go walk in. I want this in this store of cash. You could. Some companies don't care, especially Japanese companies don't give a fuck how much money you got. They ain't saying gonna do it. They're not going to do it. They're gonna run a Sony. People think I say shout out to my man Jay Long, probably getting laid right now. You know what I'm saying? Blow her back out. But he came in.
Jay Long is actually playing a game that used to be a Japanese handout, but it's now on the Xbox One. He's been playing the hell out of Nier Automata.
The shit out of
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or the way they say Nier Automata. Whatever. Automata sounds cooler to me. But either way, you know what I'm saying? He's playing one of those previous Japanese handouts. All right. A game that we knew Sony never exchanged money. You know what I'm saying? No money exchange hands between Sony and Square Enix. All right. And there was like, that Platinum Games would never work with Microsoft again. People, that was just a business decision. And Platinum knew they fucked up. All right. But that has nothing to do with future business going forward. Because guess what? They did the Xbox One X enhanced version themselves. That was Platinum Games, people. It wasn't another developer. It was them. All right? Because at the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks, right?
And you know what? This is not the end of it either, man, because these developers, man, they look at all of this stuff. They look at the fact that Sea of Thieves and State of Decay pushed units. They looking at Hellblade pushing units on the Xbox One X. They like, yo, man, we need to recoup some of this money on Nier Automata because we damn sure didn't get it on PlayStation. These developers is looking at that now. So I mean, case in point, man. This weekend, everybody playing Crash Bandicoot, which Jabari Clark, and I quote, "Oh, Xbox need to give it up. Crash Bandicoot ain't never coming to Xbox."
Wow. Damn, he must feel real stupid now. I guess he better get that crow.
Oh man,
you need to start eating that crow, bro.
You ain't seen him. They ain't got nothing to say this month, dude. They ain't got nothing to say this month.
Man, and the thing is, when they was harping that shit that is never coming to Xbox, Crash Bandicoot, I was like, yeah, it'll probably come to Xbox in about a year or so. No, it's not. I was like, you do know Activision owns that, right? Activision makes games for everybody. This is like the first one that didn't come out on the heavy platform. I mean, there's been Crash Bandicoots in the fucking last generation, all over 360. We played all these Crash Bandicoots. Yeah. So I was like, so you're telling me that this one is going to be full-blown exclusive? Yeah, it's going to be full-blown exclusive. I was like, Sony ain't got enough money in the world to make Crash Bandicoot full-blown exclusive. Ain't even Crash
Buddy on handouts? I mean, on handhelds? And then on a Nintendo DS or something?
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot's been everywhere, bro. They basically hoard his ass out, bro. He works at a whorehouse now.
Freaking Kingdom Hearts is coming, and I never.
Yeah,
I'll play it now.
I'm gonna
definitely play that one now.
Kingdom Hearts is, with the kids and stuff. Had a sister. I watched all that bullshit, but I liked. I actually watched somebody play Kingdom Hearts. I think 1 or 2. And I'm like, okay, I can get interesting into that. You know what I'm saying? Put the thing
Yeah.
about it, put the kiddie shit to the side. I know it's goofy and it's Disney and all that other stuff, but it can get complex. To me, it kind
Yeah.
of got a little raw. So when I
Yeah.
saw Nice, I said, damn. And let me
As a
hit
matter
me
of
to me.
fact, that was
One
one
way
of the
hit me. He's
highlights
like,
from
you
the
gonna get that
PlayStation
shit?
conference. That Pirates of the Caribbean segment for Kingdom Hearts. That shit looked official.
Yeah, so yeah, that shit crazy. I was like, damn, I need that shit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it. And I got people like, you gonna get that? Ain't you an Xbox guy? Yeah, why? I try everything. At least once. If I don't like it, that motherfucker go in that graveyard. And I buy digital most of the time, so I ain't getting no money back. Trust me,
Mhm.
in some games I didn't involved and wish I did not. I wish
That's
I
the
should
next
have
move, though.
Yeah.
got it
100.
at a
That's the
different
next move
price.
the Xbox got to do, man. Since everything we thought they wouldn't do, they did. We didn't think they would do OG Xbox backwards compatibility. They did it. We didn't think that Game Pass would be
But they
releasing
didn't they
exclusive.
allude to
They,
that reselling your games back, some shit like that in
this
the
is what
future?
we talking about.
Yeah,
That's the next
talking
move.
about that.
You make a mistake like I did and buy a game like Kingdom Come Deliverance, good RPG, just not for me,
Mhm.
and say that you've only had it for 20 less than 20 hours, you could trade it in and and get something else. That's the next move.
Yeah. Hey,
Mhm.
Rock, I met the guys that met Prince. I was
Oh,
up
did
at the
you? They
spire.
they
I
good.
met the guy. I got their
Oh
card.
shit.
So if y'all want to try to do something with them, let me know. I can give y'all
They
their
good.
personal stuff.
They're
Yeah.
good though. They're good developers, man. You look at that game, they're good developers. It's like one of them art. It's not like The Witcher, man. It's like you got to make this dude drink water. You got to make him take a piss. You got to make sure he
Yeah, it's
eats.
like a Conan Exiles / Ark Survival Evolved, right?
Yeah, a little bit too much. A little bit too much. For
Yeah.
especially for
But you think
Go ahead.
yeah, but you think these guys look like, they walking in, in $500 suits and nothing. They was regular Joes.
T-shirts and shit, probably.
Yeah, ain't regular Joes, and I'm getting a drink. And my
Yeah,
boys, shout out to my boy South. He's like, man, I saw, man, I'm 100 on YouTube. I'm bone right now. So, what I'm saying, I'm just regular Joe. And he started, oh yeah, we help make, he's like, these guys is developers on Kingdom Come, and I did all the music for it. I said, you did all the music for that? I said, I know what it
yeah.
is. And he was talking about building a new algorithm to help indie developers to put
Mm,
to put their music in and stuff like that.
okay.
I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn. I'm sitting there, and he was like, yeah, this and this and that. He was explaining stuff. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, I need some promotion. Let me know. I'll try to do what I can do.
Yeah.
We play a bunch of games, but they were passionate about it, and you can see passion about it. And people getting mad at Microsoft not trying to grab this, just trying to, well, where all these AAA games at? Microsoft showed you how double A's can make money.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Yeah.
the future for Microsoft is brighter than ever. We know they're gonna come through with the hardware. All right. We know the next Xbox, whatever they call it, is gonna be a freaking monster. This one was a beast. The next one that's coming is a monster, people. All
They
right.
have their Naughty Dog now with
All
Ninja
right,
Theory.
dude. They got so many studios now that, dude, it's just sky's the limit now for these cats. All right. Now, one thing I want to touch upon, the 3 million plus players that are playing State of Decay 2. I mean, dude, that's just mind blowing. That you got 3
Remember, I said it
million
wasn't no
plus
scam.
motherfuckers playing a game that some other, I guess, people that really don't know too much about gaming, right? They don't know what games really are. Um, alluded to being diabetic gaming.
Dog shit. Mm.
All right, but yet you got 3 million plus players. I finally got a chance because, I mean, even though I play Destiny a lot, I got a chance to go hands on with some real deep hands on time with State of Decay because I actually played that for a few days straight, and that shit is the real deal, man. It's the real deal. Let's go with you, Triple Cup, real quick, man. What are your thoughts on this, man? On State of Decay actually has over like 3 million plus players playing this shit, yo. All
Man,
right.
first, it's well deserved. It's really well deserved. They put together a masterpiece of a game. I find myself playing this game, and I'm to a point where I get so nervous when I play it because I got so many days in that the monsters and the monsters, the zombies and stuff like that start coming in and it catch you down bad. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
way the whole concept of the game is just pure fun, and that's what people want to have when they're playing these games. So when the Metacritics be talking down and giving them bad scores and stuff like that, and when a game like this here outsell God of War, even though God of War been already out for a while, but it's a testimony to say some of these games that's not that don't have that big of a budget, being able to shake the tree like a big AAA game because they got the content that's considered fun gaming.
Mm-hmm. That is a trip, man. I can't front, man. I agree with you on that. Now, let's go with you, Erock. What are your thoughts, man? 3 million plus players a month, man, on a game that's supposed to be diabetic, man. What's up with that?
Hey man, it's just testament. This and my choice for game of the year, Sea of Thieves. It's just a testament to the fact that Microsoft knew what they was doing, and sometimes you can't always go by Metacritic. I mean, if that's what you base it, your purchase on, or what quality is on Metacritic, you base it off of the wrong shit. And it's just basically the haters really got owned the last 5 months. They really got owned. Now, I already told you about my love of Sea of Thieves, but State of
Yeah.
Decay. I haven't played it in a while, but I was on State of Decay hard the first couple of weeks it came out. Um, it's something different. I mean, there's a million zombie games out there, but there's not a zombie game that I know of where you got to resource manage. Somebody's going to need help getting some medicine, or at your compound, man. Are you going to have an infirmary there, or are you going to go out and get food? Like, I mean, I already had a survivor go out and try to get a plague heart and got killed. So I mean, it's there's stakes in that game, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised that it did well. But 3 million active players means has to mean 300. But it has to mean 3 million units sold. So the game is done well. The game did so well that Microsoft
Well, I'm
acquired.
thinking it might be a lot more because some people played it hard the first couple of weeks and then they might have dropped off and stopped playing it.
Mhm.
We're talking about 3 million plus players now, bro.
And probably word of mouth got it out. And so all you heard from these Sony fans, well, we're quality games and triple A's. And I said, State of Decay is going to change that whole discussion about what
Perception.
a perception that you don't have to have a mega big budget to produce a great game. Like, one of my favorite things about State of Decay 2 is, I don't know if you guys listen to the music, but the soundtrack for State of Decay 2, the soundtrack is some of the best in-game music I've heard since Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. Like,
It's
go
immersive.
to go to YouTube and look up State of Decay 2 soundtrack, man. The soundtrack is just fucking amazing. But I'm really happy for the developer. I'm happy that Microsoft snatched them up, because now that means the State of Decay 3 is going to get a bigger budget. I mean, who knows what they're going to be able to do next? It could be a little bit tedious sometimes, man, having to go around and get all these resources, and there's always somebody on your radio telling you things are getting bleak back here, you better hurry up. But the whole point is, you're supposed to be killing them plague hearts, and as you kill them plague hearts in one area, a new area opens up. You're not meant to stay in that same
Mhm.
area. You're meant to move on, and more sections of the game unlocks. I'm happy, man. I'm happy that State of Decay is all of the fans that supported that game.
Ah, you cut out for a second, bro.
Okay, can you hear me
All
now?
right, now we hear you.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
you were
just
saying?
happy. I'm just happy, man, that game is a success for everybody that supported it, man.
All right, good shit, man. Yo, 100. What are your thoughts, man, on State of Decay, bro? Over
Oh
3 million plus users,
man,
man.
I get trolled every day. That game dog shit. Ain't nobody gonna play it and all this other bullshit.
Well,
And
I
I'm
guess
like,
3 million motherfuckers are under that illusion. Then I guess.
that
Huh.
shit sell more than that. That
No,
shit
I
is
know
whack.
that.
So, um, And that's not. They always say that. I like Microsoft states this. This nothing have. These numbers has nothing to do with Game Pass.
Mhm.
So
They always state that.
They states that. So think about it, it's more because I have it from Game Pass. So
Yep.
like I say, I played the game. I played the game for 2 weeks straight. That's all I thought. I had to go to rehab. Like you got your Destiny thing. I had to go to rehab and say, come off of it. Come off, because I get on it. That takes over my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, I'm thinking like, did I eat today? Fuck it, I'm gonna order me some food. I ain't cooking shit. It start, and thing about it is it's not for everyone. Just like Sea of Thieves is not for everyone.
Yeah.
God of War is not for everybody. Uncharted is not for everyone. But you see, when people get immersed in it, like I say, it's 20 times better than when I played the first State of Decay. I love the stealth kills. I go behind them, zombie and buck 50 them and all that up. I'm working up their skills. I'm like you, E-Rock. I had a motherfucker ran out there and got they self killed. Happy chills. I'll go find somebody else. I have to run out there. But you want to run out being Mr. Get Bad. I have took people on a mission. I actually had to do this. God of God, that was cool. He was strong as hell. But I didn't think at the time that I can cure the virus. So I did him a favor and I got his ass out. And then if you feel kind of emotional, like, could I really do that shit in real life? People like The Walking Dead. This is The Walking Dead.
Yep.
Their version of The Walking Dead. Like I say, the coldest shit was when you go and somebody said they need help. I had 5 women try to air my ass out. I'm like, what the fuck? And then when you start playing with friends, now I have two different sets of characters. I tell people to do that. These set of characters when you play solo mode. Get a new set of characters when you go online. So you ain't worrying about if that character died. I know you're putting some time in it.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't too much invested in it. But State of Decay making, Microsoft just showed you like, Undead Labs. I was looking at that game until it came out. A lot of people didn't go on Undead Labs YouTube. People saw, okay, I saw it off of IGN, but Undead Labs was right there. Then afterwards, Undead Labs will actually show you the video and they're commentating over what IGN and them doing.
IGN shit.
So they break it down. They were telling you oh shit moments. I'm like, man, there ain't no oh shit moments like that. When I saw a Plague Heart, I thought it was gonna be super easy to kill. I'm running up, boom, boom, out of nowhere. And I had to make a strategy. If I tell y'all, what I'm saying, if you got 2 Molotov cocktails on a shotgun, that's all you need to take out a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to bob and weave. But if you drop 2 of them, Plague Heart is gone. But the Juggernaut, I haven't beat a Juggernaut yet. I run from her. I know some people ain't scared of them. I'm scared of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's great that, the Xbox price. And think about it, I think a lot of people don't understand the price range was great.
Man, yeah, it was like a $30 title, right?
Yeah.
I would have paid
$60. Exactly. I would have paid $60 for that in a heartbeat, bro. In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And it was $30 fucking dollars.
It's a budget title. Like now, who's for the gamers again? It was a budget title.
But you sell me Knack for $60?
Oh God.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they gave you co-op with the sequel, so like that you could share in the mediocrity with a friend. That's crazy, bro. That was just so fucking crazy, man. I mean, come on, man. It's like the 8th generation of console gaming, man. And they made a game that was something that I've seen on the PS2. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? Really? It's like, dang, man, I thought there was power under that hood, man. What happened?
Greatness.
No, I'm saying, what happened? It's like, I guess they still waiting on that greatness. I mean, they're not waiting no more, but still, at the beginning of this generation, I know y'all was waiting like a motherfucker, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Just admit it, though. Know what I'm saying? Own up to it. Know what I'm saying? Own it. Own it.
We had our greatness out the gate.
Yeah, we fucking did. All right, that's a trip, man. And I can't front, at first when I played State of Decay, I started off several campaigns. I'm like on my fifth one and shit. Dudes was getting bodied. You know what I'm saying? One dude died. Then other characters was getting fucked up, and everything was just fucked up. I was like, you know what, man? Let me just delete that whole community. Fuck them. I ain't gonna fuck with them.
Shit got too
Came up
bleak.
and yeah. Then I did the last community that I did, and fucking, I took out a plague heart by myself. Right, I went up in there and shit, started booting shit. Once the zombies were coming and shit, I was just juking and moving motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Killing everybody. Came back, destroyed the plague heart. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's like I'm already used to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like too many zombies got in the car, backed up, started running motherfuckers over and shit, opening the car door, pow, 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 pow. Dude, it's fun as hell, man. I can't front. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is that the more you keep playing, the more moves your character starts doing and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're leveling up your characters and shit. And then you're fighting more weapons, better weapons. And I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to fight a grenade launcher, bro, because I know I'm going to fucking take one of those
What
giant
Merc did?
juggernaut motherfuckers and I'm going to blow them to kingdom come, bro. I'm going to just be like, boom,
What
boom,
Merc
boom.
did? What Merc did?
Oh, he called in the
This
airstrike.
motherfucker called in an airstrike. I said, you called in
Damn.
an airstrike? How you get? He said, play the game. I am playing the game. How you? What you ain't? He said, I got a drone too. I said, you got a drone? Stuff that we ain't even opened up yet. I'm happy with a silencer on my AK.
Exactly. And this motherfucker was calling in an airstrike and shit to send it on drones and shit to scan the area and shit. What the fuck? I was like, oh shit. Some Ghost Recon shit. It State of Decay too. Damn, that's some crazy shit.
All that for $30.
For $30 fucking, yo. And I love the animations, yo. The animations is there. It's really legit, man. It exceeded my expectations. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the way the characters animate and whatnot. That really exceeded my expectations. But I can imagine what a next gen State of Decay 3 would look like. Oh my gosh, oh. You know what I'm saying? And then if they're doing that stuff with the frames per second, State of Decay 3 running at 60 frames and what? 4K, 6K native? Man.
I think that the consensus was there was maybe a million or so people that was excited about State of Decay 2. The rest of us, like myself, who never played it, at face value, I was like, okay, well, this clearly ain't a AAA
exactly.
Pixar looking game like Sea of Thieves, which is just gorgeous. But I'm getting it for free with Xbox Game Pass. Once again, we didn't know when you played it. Everybody kept saying it was glitchy. It had bugs. I didn't see any bugs. I mean, I didn't see any bugs, and from what I saw, like the first couple of levels, I was like, wait, this looks really, really good for a $30 title, and it just caught everybody by surprise, man. And then when you started getting into it, and you lose your first survivor, and you're like, oh shit, this shit is real. The game just kind of grows on you, man. I think Microsoft made a lot of good moves, man. Like for every person that's excited about playing Spider-Man again, you all proved this last month and a half, there's just as much excitement about Microsoft's IPs. And that means a lot. That means that this console war is healthy, that this console war is not over, that the console business is healthy.
Mm-hmm. That is so true on so many fronts, man. I can't even argue with that, bro. That State of Decay, that's one of those titles that nobody saw coming. But we all got excited as hell when we saw that E3 video that we saw the 4 people in the car. We was like, yo, that shit has co-op. Yo, that shit is gonna be dope. And then my cousin was like, how do you know it got co-op? I was like, 4 motherfuckers in the car, bro. I was like, what you talking about? That's co-op, man. Say, you gotta know how Microsoft thinks. And lo and behold, this shit ended up having fucking co-op. All right, because I remember being excited when 100 and everybody said, yo, that shit got co-op. That shit's going to be legit. And lo and behold, that's exactly what it was, man. Especially when we saw that flare getting fired off. And who ended up copying that flare? Monster Hunter. All right, but still, it was something good and positive. You can't front on that. Want to know what's something that I wanted to allude to earlier that I'm not sure if it was you or 100 that brought it up, but it's about Google. All right. You know, and the stuff that Microsoft did. Oh no, that actually was you, Eva. You know, the stuff that they did with the Snap feature, right? Because when I used to play games and whatnot, or not used to, but I mean back in the day when they had the Snap feature and I was playing games, I used to snap YouTube walkthroughs every now and then to the side. You know what I'm saying? If I would get stuck on something. And that Google, supposedly that, you know, that new Google console is going to have that same fucking feature. All right. You'll be able to snap a video walkthrough from YouTube right on the side of your screen while you're playing your game.
Wow.
And I was like, damn, who did that shit first? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And then I'm sure that when that shit does come out, if they do come out with that console, right? Everybody's gonna applaud them for this shit. Like, oh, this shit is innovative. I was like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Microsoft did that shit at the beginning of this generation at launch. That's why I'm glad old girl from Engadget did that video. Because even she knew what was up, huh? All right, but you know, just that thing that it bothers me about that Google shit, man. And that Google console, I really don't give it too much thought, really, because I'm not sure Google could get into gaming like that, man. I mean, they got the money for it, definitely, they do. All right, but you know what I'm saying? Their fan base likes playing mobile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their fan base don't really play on consoles, bro. You know, the mobile market and the console market are two different things. And in the console market, you already got 3 players.
3 major players.
Yeah, but see, Collider, that's what I'm thinking that's going to be. It's going to be something to kind of compete with the Switch to a certain extent, where you can just take something real small. You know how you got the Fire Stick, the Amazon Fire Stick. See how small that damn thing is, right?
Yeah,
maybe you can have a Chrome.
Yeah, I have a Fire Stick in my crib.
Yeah. So maybe you can do a Chromecast and you can play really, you know, maybe up because look real good on, depends what phone you got, looks real good. You know, Injustice 2 looks real good. But say you can just hook up any.
Well, let's be honest, it looks all right on mobile.
It depends what phone that you got. Because I just saw,
I guess,
like
man.
Injustice. Okay, and I was playing Showdown, the Neo Geo that I bought on my new LG.
I mean, it looks all right for like a mobile game, but like I wouldn't put it to like against Injustice 2 on console though.
No, you're not putting it, but it's playable. Just like a Nintendo Switch. They don't have the best.
Yeah, it's playable. Games. Yeah, exactly.
It's not the best looking games, as long as it plays good. You know what I'm saying? You can play on the go. So say if you just sitting there and like, okay, you know, they got the kid market, you know what I'm saying, with these free to plays and all this other stuff. They have that. So say if you can just take that on the go. So say if
But you think they'd be able to take the Nintendo market?
Thing about it is I think they already have a big old app store.
Well,
so they're gonna I don't think they're gonna get like
you're not off 100. You're not off 100. I'm actually starting to see where you're coming from, because there's nobody that can compete with Nintendo on what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like Sony and Microsoft, they basically competing with each other, so they're at each other's throats. Nobody's really at Nintendo's throat because nobody's doing what they're doing. But if Google comes out as a challenger to Nintendo, that's some shit.
Yeah. Say if EA can make something. Say if EA can do this. You know what? You won't get the full version of NBA 2K, but if you go in the Android market and they have and think about it, that place knows what you have. Like if I go on a computer, it knows what phone that I have. It'll say if it's compatible, because some games is not compatible to every phone. It won't let you download it. So say if you have a more beefier hardware, you get more beefier graphics, more frame rate.
Yeah, I mean, Google's gaming revenue is through the fucking roof. All right, just on mobile. Can you imagine if they had a console?
It's on
more money in the bank.
And like I said, they don't have to. People claim about the Ouya and stuff. The Ouya wasn't that powerful. They have R&D. They have what do you call that, AI. They think about it. Google doesn't really care to sell. Google didn't crash and burn on a whole lot of shit, and they still went right up there with the big boys.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they sold the developers from Pokemon Go a year prior to them releasing Pokemon Go. Niantic. It was actually owned by Google. All
I wish
right.
them luck. I wish them luck. I know Google's got a lot of money, but as we've seen time and time again, I'm not even oh yeah, that was a joke. But as we've seen time and time again from Gabe Newell and Valve and his Steam machines, and from the Phantom, and from all of these other startup
Oh,
consoles,
yo, I forgot
like
the Phantom, bro.
we, we're
On
not
live.
on live. We're not trying to say that there's not room for a fourth player. All I'm saying is that Sony, Microsoft, the Xbox, and Nintendo are too entrenched. They're too entrenched. And in order for Google to be a player, they're going to need a mascot. Sony, I don't know who you
Yeah.
would say mascot is now, but I guess let's just say their mascot is Kratos. Xbox, they're known for Halo now. The Halo, that's their shit. Um, uh, Nintendo, Mario, like
Yep.
they're too entrenched. Google's going to need to come out with something like that, and almost immediately from the gate, all of that shit about Microsoft shit being on PC. Uh, I know Microsoft wants to break down those walls, but if you got a fourth competitor coming in here, you cannot let your shit be on their machine. You can't. You just can't. I don't see Google being a threat. I know they got a ton of money. That's a hard space to enter in, which is why Sega got the fuck out. Damn, it's been almost 20 years almost. That's why Sega got the hell out,
Hmm.
man. That's hard. You need money. You need research and development. And I know Google's got all the money in the world, but Nintendo is entrenched, man. That's why seeing them join forces with Microsoft for this crossplay is so unprecedented. These companies are entrenched. And what I mean entrenched, it's going to be three more Nintendo consoles. It's going to
Well,
be
they're
we know that.
entrenched in the gaming psyche. Just think about it. Everybody has heard of a PlayStation, an Xbox, and Nintendo.
Yeah, but more so than that, these guys are getting ready for the next consoles. They're not going nowhere. So if you Google, you you are about to get into an arms race that maybe you don't want to get in. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe you need to
Hmm.
focus on something else, like Comcast. I was hoping, I was praying that Comcast was going to buy Fox, but they probably looked at their credit after buying AT&T. Said, "No, man, this ain't the move for us. We're gonna have to concede to Disney this time out. This ain't the move for us."
Well, I mean,
Like,
they tried to
like,
counterbid though. They did a counterbid, and Disney came in and counterbid them back.
well. First thing first, Disney ain't got more. No, Disney don't have more money than Comcast. Comcast Comcast credit dropped after they bought AT&T. So they couldn't,
Yeah.
as much money as they had. You got to understand how white folks think they own these businesses. They like, man, look, as much as we want Fox, we don't really want it that bad. What the fuck are we going to do with the X-Men and all of that shit? So I mean, Disney, they could take the credit hit with all of Comcast's money. I don't think they wanted another credit. I didn't know that when you make big ass purchases, your credit take a hit. Well, that's what
Yeah.
happens with them big ass companies. So I mean, but as far as Google, I think you get in some shit you don't want to be in, man. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if it's legit or if it's another Valve or Steam machine. But you gotta have something, man. You gotta have your Crash Bandicoot ready. If you don't,
Yeah,
you
they gotta have something that people will gravitate to. I,
exactly.
I feel you on all fronts, yo. I can't front, and I know that they was talking to a lot of developers before E3 and during E3. For major players like EA, Ubisoft, and all that stuff, and they was talking about that supposed console that they have in the works,
Hmm.
right? And um, it's gonna be a tough market to crack. It is. I mean, there's been so many consoles before, and not all consoles touched. You know what I'm saying? Panasonic tried to get into the game with the 3DO. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And back then it was like Sega and Nintendo. Everybody was like, 3D what? Nah.
Hmm.
And then they said how much it was, and everybody was like, what? Nah. Then you look at the games and you're like, nah. It's like, because there was nothing there, you know what I'm saying? And
That's
then,
not
if
there.
they come out with that Google machine, You can't be bringing these mobile phone type games. You got to bring, basically console type gaming to it. All right. And if you bring console type gaming, all right, it has Call of Duty. Yeah, but I can get that on PlayStation. I get that on Xbox.
Yeah.
What do they have? You know what I'm saying? Microsoft was lucky at the beginning of the OG era, right? Because they ended up getting Halo and they bought
Mm-hmm.
Bungie during that era. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bungie was working on that Halo game for years, right? And it was an open world game before there was ever, before they was doing open world games like that. But then they decided to make a first person shooter. So that's why that Halo Infinite during E3 actually excited me because it reminded me of that old vision that Bungie had for Halo. You know what I'm saying? Which was an open world and and the third person and the whole nine. You see a character jumping in vehicles, the whole nine. Even though you had elements of that with the first person shooter, regardless. Um, but I could see, they would need some type of character that would just blow people's minds. Right, because Halo was one of those games that blew people's minds. Super
Yeah.
Mario Brothers was one of those games that blew people's minds. All right, Crash Bandicoot, for what it was one of those games that blew people's
Oh,
minds.
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there were games that, for these consoles, it was games that normally called everybody's attention. Google's going to need that type of game because if they don't, it's going to be just like another on live, bro. Another Phantom. All right. That shit is nobody will even be talking about it like a week or two after it launches. Everybody's like, Google, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not.
It's just,
It's not enough to get Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed and say, "Hey, we in the console business, man." You better look at what Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft is doing. Sony got them heavy hitters that is going to get the Jabari Clarks and all of them guys out there at the
mhm.
stores. Microsoft has got them heavy hitters now. That I mean, is anybody going to have any questions now when State of Decay 3 come? Hell no. So you need something big, man. Just look at Nintendo. Look how many they can introduce 12 more Marios and people gonna go out there and buy it. I mean
Yeah.
that's you can't buy that. You can't go up against that.
And then they might not have as many, let's say, brand new first party games every generation, but they'll throw out a game that people gravitate to, like Splatoon. When they came out
Mm-hmm.
with Splatoon a few years back, everybody was like, wow, this shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it up to Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Because every now and then they'll drop a game that fucking catches everybody off guard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And they push the envelope on what gaming is and how fun gaming can be. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had issues with people telling me that Splatoon was better than Gears, but that's neither here nor there.
So,
All right. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's a story for another day. But what Google would also need, though, and they also stated that this is what Google's going to be doing. They're actually looking forward to actually acquiring studios, flat out, and actually to strong arm some studios as well. All right, so they're going to acquire some of the studios the right way, and some of them they don't want to get acquired. We're going to buy them up anyway. All right, and I kind of believe that it is Google. These motherfuckers is huge. All right, they up there with the Microsoft and the Amazons and shit. Know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is big, and the Apples and all that. Know what I'm saying? It's like shit. So we're gonna see how that goes, man. Yo, Chuck, what are your thoughts on this, man? Do you get to talk on this?
Uh-oh. They got him.
Yeah, they did, man. I
Yeah,
guess Chuck ended up taking the L on this one.
the Sandman got him.
Probably, man. What time is it? Let me see. No, it's not that late. Oh well. Oh, so let's move on to the next subject then, man. Since Chuck ain't here. Yo, so what's up with this is the shit that got me most excited, bro. The announcement after 4 years in development, the Halo television series at Showtime. All right, they've actually greenlit 10 episodes. They already got the screenwriter that actually wrote the 10 episodes. And this thing that got me the most excited, yo, E-Rock, behind it, is the director, Rupert Wyatt. All right. And if you don't know who that is, or for the people listening to the podcast, y'all know who that is. That's the guy that directed Rise of the Planet of the Apes, the first one. He also did Snow White and the Huntsman and Ghost in the Shell. Now, what do those 3 games have in common? 3 complex worlds. This guy is a world builder, people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's the type of person you need for a franchise like Halo. And not only is he going to direct 1 episode in this 10-episode season, all right, because that's another reason why they're keeping it 10 episodes, because they're alluding it to being right up there with the Game of Thrones and Amazon's first forthcoming Lord of the Rings. They allude to it being up there with those types of titles. And I was like, okay, that sounds like positive for everything. So Rupert Wyatt is actually going to be directing multiple episodes during this 10 episode arc. All right, and they said that the screenplays that the writer wrote, that they're highly evocative and innovative. All right. And that's one of the reasons they wanted to work with Rupert Wyatt, because he's a world builder. All right. And he knows a little bit about science fiction as well. So they're actually going to start filming beginning of next year. So it should actually be airing in the fall of 2019. Now, the only thing that they don't actually mention in the article is the original plans, because the original plans was that it was going to air on Showtime, as well as Xbox Live subscribers were going to be able to see it on that Halo channel. Okay, so we'll find out if Microsoft is going to allude to that, but I have a feeling that this next coming E3, or maybe even this fall, but I'm thinking it's next coming E3, because they start filming next year, early next year. But I'm thinking next E3, we're gonna be seeing some shit on that Halo television series, bro. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, man? To Halo finally being greenlit.
Hey, look. Oh, go ahead, 100.
Go on, you rock. You good?
Oh yeah. Well, it's been a long time in coming, man. I'm a Halo fan, and the reason why this has my interest is because like I was telling some other cats, man, the beauty of Halo is the Halo. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Halo had the decency to go away for a while. We ain't heard nothing from Halo since Halo Wars 2 last year. Halo went away for a while. Unlike Star Wars, no offense, not trying to take any shots.
Yeah, it's all good.
Halo had time to build up that mystery, and then we go and see the trailer for Halo Infinity, and everybody's like, "Oh shit!" Everybody loses their shit. 100 was there; he could probably tell you the reaction better than I can. Everybody loses their shit. But then to finally hear that this series is finally going into production, I could have swore it was 2 E3s ago that a young lady came out on the Microsoft stage and said, "Yeah, we doing Halo." I could have swore it was 3 E3s ago that Steven Spielberg said, "Yeah, we're going ahead with the Halo series." So we waiting on it for this for a long time, and so to finally hear that it's coming, it's being done correctly, it's being done by a capable director, and that it's going to be dark and it's going to be urgent and it's going to be done properly. Hey man, I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited for the world building, and I'm excited to see Halo get new life breathed into it, because there were some people that enjoyed Halo Guardians, and there's some people that didn't enjoy Halo Guardians. They didn't like the Locke story. It reminded them too much of Metal Gear Solid: Sons of Liberty, But now Halo has got a new life to it. So yeah, man, I'm with this, man. I can't wait, and I can't wait for Halo Infinity, and this series is just it's about time.
Yeah, I feel you. I say I agree 100%. It is about time, man. 100. You and me both know how much lore Halo has, right? How much of a saga this is. How do you feel about finally being vindicated that Halo is actually gonna see the light of day and it's actually gonna be a major production?
Man, I was like, yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah. It's not going to like no FX, not going to no sci-fi channel. It's going to a channel that you do now. I hope they will do that. People that doesn't have Showtime,
Basically,
you got Xbox Live.
I know, right? On Xbox Live, that shit would be so dope,
No.
bro.
Yeah, no, I think you're gonna see it. They might give you the option. You know, it shows. Damn, it shows first on Showtime, and maybe a couple of hours later you can be able to watch it maybe on the Halo channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might, you're a Halo owner, you own the Master Chief Collection, you own Halo 5, you can watch it date on date. You know what I'm saying? Date on date.
Yeah.
You can watch it, you know. We have it in demand right after, you have it in demand right after it shows on Showtime. But a lot of people gonna go running when they want to see it straight up. I'm like, yeah, I want to see this shit. But I hope they break it down where they show different perspectives. You see Oni in the UNFC. You might see a little bit of the
that
Chief.
as well.
Yeah, you see a little bit of the Chief. You can bring back Team Osiris. Show some OD. Matter of fact, what's called stuck over there with the banish. Show. You know what I'm saying? Show them. Come over there, fighting the banish. And you just get a different perspective. Did you get Cortana's perspective with the creative? You know what I'm saying? I don't, the prequels can be cool. You can do with that. We can make it start off. You can see Chief really start off with Blue Team. That'd be cool. But if you start breaking down, like Halo Legends was good thing because they showed you different perspectives, plus different Spartans and what the shit was going on.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
Nightfall.
I wouldn't mind seeing Buck, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Buck. Have Buck with the ODST, you know what I'm saying? Why he left the ODST, you know what I'm saying? What happened to him? You know what I'm saying? What made him end up being a Spartan? Because he actually quit the ODSTs. People don't know about that. He actually gave up the game. He was like, and one reason people say, well, why Locke is in charge? If I be a Spartan, I don't want to be in charge anymore. Because what happened to his team, and I'm not going to spoil what happened to his team, but it's some fucked up shit.
Man, if you ain't play that game, that shit came out like 10 years ago? Come on, man. You can spoil
this
that
is
shit,
after,
man.
No, this is after ODST. What happened? Everybody died. Something part of his team ended up doing something else, like him on vacation. I'll give it a sequel. Him and old girl from Oni.
Yeah,
they end up going on vacation, and then he comes back, and shit hits the fan.
Well, there's a lot of fans out here that actually don't even know what Oni is.
Yeah, and that's
I'm saying that's like the CIA.
Yeah,
it's like the CIA. As a matter of fact, they more covert than the CIA. Let's just say that because people scared of these motherfuckers, bro.
They don't ask the UNLC really to do too much of shit. They don't answer too much. If Locke was a Oni agent.
Exactly.
They had tech. They actually was trying to find tech how to stop the Master Chief.
See, that's one of the reasons why people don't understand us and shit. When we like, oh, Agent Locke and shit, he the shit. Yeah. Motherfucker was Oni, bro. I just don't know.
And think about it, when they did in Halo 5, they tried to show you Team Osiris. They tried to show you a diversity of characters. Blue Team is what? They got abducted. So that's another group of characters. They got abducted as kids. These people volunteered for this shit. They're not as powerful as this. People sit there like, okay, yeah, he cracks Chief's visor, but Chief ain't the same person. Chief is distraught. He missing his girl. He want to know what the fuck. How you come back? Like, where you been at? I've been dreaming about you. I've been rubbing my helmet. What's going on? They got a history. They got a chemistry together. But people, when you saw at E3, I think that's another AI. It's not Cortana.
There's the thing that pisses me off about people that get pissed off that Locke cracked Chief's visor. All right, think about why Chief, because Chief really wasn't trying to fight him because he knows who he is. You know what I'm saying? There's another fellow soldier. People talking about Master Chief here. All right, Chief went and put that Locke thing on him. Because he basically ain't want to beat this dude's ass down. Right? Because he knows he's just another fellow soldier and shit, man. Chief ain't trying to kill his own people. That's why Chief put a stop to the fight. Think about how many motherfuckers Chief actually fought.
Man, Chief could have maxed him out. But Chief said when he broke that virus, was like, oh, see, I was just playing with you. Now I got to fuck you up real quick.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I was like,
People don't
okay.
understand the fight. People don't understand the fight. But you know what Chief, and then what Chief do? After he put the lock on him, what do he do? He got the fuck on. Like, this is not, you don't need, this is not your fault. This is my war.
Mhm.
If you play Halo 5 and he tells the UNFC, they was like, come back. No, I ain't coming back to shit. I'm gonna handle this on my own. And they talking to Halsey, and Halsey's like, why you let him go? And what Palmer say? He does what the fuck he want to do. People don't understand. After Halo 4, they tried to turn Chief into an admiral. He said no.
Matter of fact, he went up against that admiral's orders and shit, man. Take that AI now or destroy it. He's like, I can't do that, sir.
Yeah. When he went to that captain hates him, and I think he's might be coming back too.
That shit'll be a trip if he come back, man.
Yeah,
I forgot his name though. But Lasky was the one that stood up, and Lasky was like,
no, he left. He's a politician now.
Lasky?
No, other dude, the other captain went on Halo 4, the one he went against. Because Lasky was just only a commander.
Well, he was an admiral. He was an admiral. He wasn't.
No, he was a commander. He was a commander.
Really? I could have sworn Lasky addressed him as admiral.
Lasky got him as he was captain. He was captain, and then Lasky was commander. And then remember that last part when you get in the plane, he ended up turning in and he was like, "This is Captain Lasky," and you hear him like, "Commander." He said, "Chief, you got a problem with me?" When Infinity running Infinity, he said, "No." He said the higher ops didn't like him when he left you. He should have never left you. And he got mad, and he ended up leaving the UNFC. He's a politician now. He's kind of like a senator.
Well, that's what he needed to do. He was a politician, man.
And he doesn't like
during that whole fucking encounter and shit. Motherfucker just wanted to turn tail and run. Said this fucking scumbag.
So they said when he left you guys, they didn't like that shit, and they were pissed. So I guess they was going to put him. They actually shift him. Actually, if you listen to the what's called, he's in there. If remember before Halo 5, and they had that little videotape, you hear him mention in there that he was a politician and he wanted to get decommission the Master Chief. That's his mission.
Wow. Because he made him feel like an asshole in front of everybody.
Well, it gets crazy with Halo. That's a saga. That's like Battlestar Galactica. This is like Star Trek. This is like shit. This is.
People gonna find out how deep Halo can get, man. People just don't know. It's just the show being announced is just the tip of the iceberg. People, Microsoft is doing so many good moves. I mean, the acquisition of all those studios, the types of games that they probably are already working on and stuff. I'm sure they already had story ideas and games that they was already pitching to Microsoft. Oh yeah, we got this, and we got this and this and this, and Microsoft was like, okay. So how would you like to work for us? Nah, we don't want to be we don't want to be corporate slaves. Nah, you ain't gonna be a corporate slave, man. You can do whatever the fuck come out your asshole. Word?
Did Ninja Theory say that? Ninja Theory said part of the deal was what? We have creative freedom.
Complete creative freedom, bro.
And what Phil say? It's been a word. He came out on stage. All these companies have creative freedom.
They could do whatever the hell they want. And then the thing is, though, they talked about 5 studios, right? 4 that they bought. And then the 5th one that's being created from the ground up, right? And Santa Monica. Right? Kind of trippy, right? Sony Santa Monica. But the initiative is that I have this entire pool set of developers, everybody from Blizzard to Naughty Dog to Sony Santa Monica. I mean, a whole bunch of development companies are in this small area. And these guys is going to be giving them some sweet deals to work on, quoting Phil's words, quadruple A games. Right? Can you imagine, man? This is games of AAA. They say they're going as far as to say quadruple A.
Yeah, and that new studio is making a new IP. It's not no Perfect Dark. They're building a new IP.
They're building new IPs. All these things, the studio's going to be coming up with new shit. That's exciting, people. All right, and the trippiest thing though, they think it's 5 studios. It's actually 6. Playground Games did a second studio, people. All right, just to clear that up. One studio is the one that does the Forza Horizon franchise, and the other studio, well, supposedly working on some open world RPG. I wonder what that could be. Interesting. Let's go. Yo, as a matter of fact, yo, E-Rock, man. As a matter of fact, Chuck, is you here?
They got it, man. He's done.
Nah, I'm in here.
He
You
is
hear me?
asleep.
You hear me now?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, there
because
he
we
is.
watched you earlier a while back, bro. So we was like, yo, he probably asleep.
You almost got dropped from the party.
No.
Uh,
You probably ain't coming out, probably grabbing something or something like that.
All right, so what do you think about all that, man? I forgot what it was that I asked you earlier, though. But yeah, the Halo TV series, man, finally coming, seeing the light of day. You know what I'm saying? Showtime is actually producing 10 brand new episodes. They're going to start filming at the beginning of next year. So we'll expect to see it on Showtime, fall of 2019. And the original plan back in the day was that, once you see it on Showtime, the Xbox Live subscribers would actually see it on the Halo channel. All right, so we don't know if that plan is still at play, though. But it's 10 episodes. They have all the scripts down, and it's being directed by Rupert Wyatt, the guy that directed Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Snow White and the Huntsman, and Ghost in the Shell. All right, so those three movies, they all have one thing in common. The world that he created. He created worlds for each one of these movies, all right? Just wasn't one of them one and done things, and some of them actually went on to do sequels. All right, so now, with this type of director, and he's not going to direct one episode, he's directing multiple episodes. And Showtime is already alluding, actually, the CEO of Showtime, he says this is an rival fucking Game of Thrones. All right, as far as how epic it actually feels and everything. But you could do stuff like that when you have a shorter episode count, right? There's only going to be like 10 episodes. And Game of Thrones normally runs like 10 episodes and shit. So what are your thoughts, man? Do you think are you excited for this?
I mean, I'm more excited about the concept of it, and if they could somehow implement it in there, like with the Halo game that they're coming out with. So, because that game not coming out this year or next year, because it's in its early stage, so that probably come out hand in hand with the TV series. So that'll be a cool thing too, especially if they let everybody that have an Xbox Gold be able to get it for free, or Showtime, be able to play it like that. So I'm more curious on which direction they gonna go in, because I hope they don't go behind Master Chief. I hope they give like a different perspective on Halo. Now that's what I'm more wondering about. What angle they gonna use?
All right. Well, I actually would have mind multiple angles, like what Hunnit was alluding to, with different things from the UNSC to ONI to everything that basically is involved with the Halo lore. All right. Now, as far as the games, I really wouldn't want it to tie in directly to the games, like the way they did Into the Matrix. I prefer something like Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm saying that it's his own thing. But then Batman, they was doing the Batman Dark Knight movies at the time. And you had Arkham Asylum. I'm saying? It was his own thing. They were both unique. And they both shared the same kind of world and whatnot. The thing is that one was a game. And I think Halo Infinite is going to be its own beast entirely. All right? What I'm thinking with this Halo series, we're going to see the stuff that we actually don't see in Halo Infinite. It's gonna remind me. I'm thinking of stuff like from Halo 4, when they're on the bridge of that starship. All right, and they was arguing with that admiral. That he's like, "Oh, take Cortana and destroy that ship." You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they're gonna be in a lot of high tech corridors and environments like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what that engine alluded to in Halo Infinite, it's gonna be an open world on a Halo ring. All right. So yeah, there'll be some tech places, but you're not gonna go to like where ONI is at, you know what I'm saying? Where freaking, naval intelligence is all we're not gonna be going to this, but we're not going to the places where the ODSTs be training. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit I want to see in this world. I want to see more of the lore. All right, because I've already played the games. I already know what games have. But I want to see the rich, deep lore that the Halo novels have. All right, so like that people's minds could be blown away as to what the Halo universe is, because it is a universe, man. This is not freaking a galaxy. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the way the Covenant are, bro. know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've read how the Covenant are in the books, but you really haven't seen too much of that play out in the games, with the exception of Halo 2. Because Halo 2, there was a lot of stuff going on with the Covenant and all that. But after that, it's like, you know, Bungie didn't want to fuck with the Covenant no more after that. I'm like, dude, what happened? You know what I'm saying? During Halo 2, I was like, damn, this is like Star Wars, man. This shit is dope. And then after that, it's like they steered left. And I was saying, oh, let's bring the flood back again. It's like, all right, it's all right, good. It's okay. But been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I understand you Chuck, and what you're saying, but don't you think it would be cooler if it was something like that?
I mean, the way you just sold the shit out of it, hell yeah. I mean, can't deny that one. But you know what I'm saying? I think.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff to the books, man. 100 knows that. These read a lot of them as well. I don't know if E-Rock has ever read any of them.
You saying that that Halo is bigger than Master Chief too? I mean, look at all of the different ways you said they could actually bring it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things, man. And then just the shit that Cortana, you know what I'm saying, actually looks like Dr. Halsey, bro, when she was young. All right? That's the trippy thing, man. And Dr. Halsey, while she old, she still got the same haircut. It's a freaking chip, man.
Yeah,
and
but
then to find out,
Halsey brain is based off of Cortana. That is Halsey.
Yeah,
Cortana.
Really Cortana's AI brain, yeah, is based off of Halsey. Yep. Yeah. And then to find out that, what was the name of that captain from Halo 2? She was the one that was Halsey and Commander Keyes' daughter.
Oh yeah, Miranda.
Her name was Keyes. Yeah, Miranda Keyes.
We didn't know that was Miranda until Halo 5. That was her daughter.
Yep. That's some crazy shit, man. So you see that picture on the desk and whatnot with her and her daughter, and you're like, what? Oh shit. I was like, okay. You know, but Captain Keyes was already dead because he died in Halo 1.
Yeah, so that was she just took her dad name.
Mm-hmm. That's some crazy shit, yo, man. It's just so much stuff. And I know when that shit happened, yo, that was in Halo Reach, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, I knew they was doing some funky business behind the scenes and shit, man. Because it alluded to that. They ain't specifically spit it out, but man, these motherfuckers got close pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, remember when they went to go get they really called a little something when they went to go get Upton. And they built a little chemistry together. Then they start doing other dirt. I mean, I ain't gonna say he was doing dirt, but he was doing some dirt. You know what I'm saying? They was using. He was on the ship, and then John would pop up on his ship. You know, he knew. That's why she put John on his ship.
Damn. Yeah, he did.
Because she trusted him. Remember what you call it? Knew Cortana knew. Like, I want to get when you play Halo Reach. She knew that the person that you gonna play that was gonna get you to John, but it was already a version of her already on the ship. She was going the version that he hands over the keys completes it because he has all the Forerunner knowledge in it.
Yeah,
Cortana was already on a Pill of Autumn, but it was a different version of her that can meld with the new version of her. That's how when you play Halo 1, how she can figure out Forerunner stuff so easily.
Yeah. All right. That I'm crazy excited for that. I know when that shit freaking finally hits, I'm gonna be jumping for joy like a motherfucker, dude. I cannot front. All right, now the last subject I want to touch on tonight, though, is that stuff about Microsoft's brand new. It hasn't come out yet, but Microsoft's brand new Xbox community content platform. Basically, mod support on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
So basically, developers, all they would have to do is just build it into their game, and motherfuckers could mod the shit out of any developer's games. So, you know, they got stuff like that in Halo, like Halo Forge, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you, of course, got your Skyrims and Fallouts and all that. But now they're doing it where they're going to give you the tools. to do it. They're going to give the developers the tools to actually let gamers create mods for their shit. And some of these gamers that create mods actually end up getting jobs with some of these companies. Cliffy B, he was a modder back in the day. All right. And the way he designed his maps, they were so ill. Epic Games hired his ass, yo. Kid that was like 16 years old, man. Think about that shit. Some crazy shit, man. And I don't know. Let's go with you, E-Rock. I haven't heard from you in a second. What are your thoughts on this, man? Xbox making it easy for developers to, let the gamers make mods for their platform. What does this mean for this generation and the next Xbox? Oh, I think this time we lost E-Rock.
Oh, no. I was just thinking back to Skyrim that came out a couple of years ago, man, and it had mods on it, and I was like, man, I can't believe that the guys that made Skyrim just opened up the mod suite to all these creators. I think the doors is wide open, man. The doors is wide open on what we could see on the next Xbox, man. I mean, I was praying that maybe one day Rockstar would allow mods on Grand Theft Auto 5. That's not going to happen, but I mean, for the next generation of consoles, man, I mean, I would love to see that, man. That'd be great.
You never know. They might. It's just they haven't created the tools to do the mods.
It's mods on PC. It's mods on PC because you don't need that. See, think about it. What the mod game is that will change the game. That because Sony only allow 1 gigabyte of mods, where you give 2 fucks. So that's why you got more mods on Skyrim, on Fallout, and stuff like that. So think about that brings longevity in games. That's what Street Fighter 5 is long on PC. It wasn't for no mods. The mod, sometimes the modding community fixes the damn game.
Yep.
Yeah, they make it better. They make Skyrim better.
So, and some of those modders actually end up getting jobs too, bro.
Because those Grand Theft Auto 5 mods, oh my God, the game looks sick on the PC.
Yeah, I remember seeing Skyrim back in the day on those PC Ultra settings and shit. I mean, dude, all maxed out with like the water, the foliage, the rain, the dirt. I'm like, what the hell is this?
But some of them games that turn into a whole different game.
Yep.
There's a whole different game. They didn't turn Skyrim. Sometimes Skyrim can go look like a open world first person shooter. They put a gun instead of a sword.
Yeah. They made the people look better. Everything.
Yeah.
So you have to you got to put
the character animations made it more fluid. I was like, wow. It was like
so the PC guys can't really say too much anymore. If Microsoft has their own Steam, because Steam do the Steam shop, and then if a modder do want to charge $1 or something for that, and you can look it up, you supporting him because it's giving you a brand new experience. It's better. It's a brand new experience, and you're making it easy. Even with the mods in Fallout 4, no, you can't go and get achievements off of it. And to me, that's cool. But after the game, you turn a one and done game into what? A whole different experience.
Yep.
And Sony gonna get on board with this?
No.
Yeah. Say you got Batman fighting motherfucking dragons in Skyrim. And then you can sit there and you make a video about it and use that as a YouTube content creator that you use your content on. It opens up doors.
Shit, that should be trippy. I got Batman and shit actually replacing the dude from Quantum Break. Breaking motherfuckers and shit. Come on, let's go.
So you got Batman instead of Quantum Break?
No, I'm just saying.
Instead of having that character, when you mod, if you mod that, if they mod it, say you wanted to play as Batman in Quantum Break.
Oh, even more Flash.
Yeah, you can be Flash in Quantum Break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't change the story. Some of them do have change the story. You guys get creative, and most of them mods are free. They'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, donate. And
I remember a PC mod back in the day for the original Max Payne. All right, because you know Remedy allowed the mods as well. And for the original Max Payne, they made it play like the Matrix, bro. All right, dude was fighting kung fu. We wasn't shooting guns, going in slow mo with all the kung fu moves. Da da da. I was like, what the fuck? Wow, this on some shit.
Yeah, but then you got to think about it too. They still have some bad mods that be out there too.
No, exactly. But you know that Microsoft is only going to let the good ones come in, bro. They're not gonna just put any trash on their channel, man. What do you think? This is Sony? Come on. We've seen some of Sony's indies. I'm not taking shots at Sony people. I'm just saying, you know, you've seen some of their indie titles. Some of them shit just garbage. They just put them on there just to put them on there. Say, we got more games, yeah, but how many of them are good?
Yeah, that's my biggest concern though. They make sure they have an eye on the mods because you know what I'm saying that shit can get slippery real fast. You know, certain games I don't want to see it. On certain games I don't care. If it's a single player game, I don't care at all. You know what I'm saying? If you
it's not really mod stone. It's not really. We could say like you go play multiplayer. It ain't no mods for that. Now it's like Call of Duty got the mods, but them cheap mods. And that's why you can't go play. I can't go play old 360 Call of Duty because they didn't mod that shit out. You're getting shot in one shot by a pistol, and it's weak as hell. But it's an old ass game. I expect that.
Right.
But no, single player game that brings it's not a one and done. Look how they do in Halo. Look how they do in Halo.
They can breathe new life into it. Yeah. And if the guy that's the modder is really, really good, they could do something like what I just mentioned. Actually change the actual gameplay mechanics. Because Max Payne was a shooter. And the dude made a kung fu mod out of that bitch. Right? And that dude, I think, ended up getting a job at Remedy. I think I actually read back in the day, Remedy actually hired the dude that did that shit.
When you get the game, you find the code. And some of these guys know code. And they put their own little skin on top of it. They know how to do it. They can read. When you hear somebody say data mining, like say we get a beta, and sometimes they'll give us a beta.
Yeah, dudes be data mining the shit right out the gate, bruh.
And they know how to read code and it's stuff that's hidden. They know that. It's like they read the whole
finding out. How do you think the stuff be leaking that, like Capcom back in the day, that there was like 10 characters on the disc? That there was an announces DLC and the dudes that fucking data mine that shit, they found that shit right out the gate. The character's already on here. Just talking about DLC. Then they made a big fucking issue of it and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what dudes do. Now they know better that to push something on a disc because of those PC cats, bro. They data mine the shit out the game, man, in order to find if there's anything hidden. That's why matter of fact, for like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, before the game even, once the game came out, they data mined that shit, and they was already printing things of characters that was coming. Oh, Black Widow's coming out. Yeah. That shit was they data mined. They found Black Widow there. They found they found Monster Hunter. You know what I'm saying? They said it was probably gonna be a female, and guess what? It actually was a female. I was like, damn, man, these dudes, man, these modders, they just be data mining shit quick as fuck.
Right. See, they found it, but think about it, them characters is already in the game. They're already built in. They just if you ever bought DLC and that DLC went and you bought some characters, usually that shit what do? It held the game to open it up. He bought it. It's probably like 25 megabytes.
Yep.
And the characters automatically open up like bam. Injustice. People knew about a bunch of characters in Injustice already because they data mined it because there was already some set that was already.
But it wasn't such an issue then, though, because people understand what DLC is. It's like, yo, you want to pay for it, it's yours. Doesn't matter if it's on the disc. That's something that we fucking planned as DLC, and that's exactly what it is, DLC. You want to pay for it, you get it. If you don't, it's on your disc anyway. You just can't access it. All right, so I'm done for the night, people. Yeah, anybody else got anything else to bring to the table?
Hey man, We had a good show, man. We pretty much raked Sony through the coals. So
Yeah, we did, man. All
Man,
right.
I'm
So
just curious about the models and what and how this gonna play out. You know, what I'm saying I'm really on still on the fence of it. I know everybody's saying it's a good thing, but I'm still that one person that's
yeah, I
preparing.
mean, for example, Dead or Alive 5, right? Dead or
Right,
Alive 5 on PC, and K Mega can attest to this. There's so many different mods for different type of characters. All right, so anybody could be anybody, even old girl from the Automata, you could be that character in DOA. You could be the
But
Witcher
yeah,
in DOA.
yeah.
You could be
But see,
fucking somebody from Killer Instinct in DOA. You
mhm, yeah. But it's
know what I'm
based
saying?
off
And
of
that's how
another.
skilled
This
the
is not
modders
changing.
are.
But they're not changing the character, so they're taking a different character. Just like okay in Street Fighter
Yeah,
Five,
it's the
right? If you
same
go
moves and
play,
everything.
it's the
Yeah.
same move. You're just putting a different skin on them. So
Yep.
when you go play it, if you go play as Charlie on the PC, you can make him look like Captain Commando. It doesn't give no
Yeah.
advantage. It's just the way they look, how they look. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go play Street Fighter Five, you can have damn near all the hoes naked.
Yeah.
Oh,
triple
it's a
cut.
mod.
Yeah, triple cut. All
Yo,
right,
what's that, which?
all right. I'm gonna put this whole mod thing to rest. And then we could like Claudical say we could call it a night. I understand your concern, but Skyrim Remastered came out 2 years ago, okay? And when they came out, it was what they call vanilla. It had some enhancements, but it pretty much looked like the same Skyrim that came out in 2011. And then Bethesda did something unheard of. They opened it up on Xbox only to the modding community. They made the game look better by adding new water, new sky textures, new buildings. They made the women look better. They made weapons look better. You want to have Conan's sword in there? Boom. On the PC, Grand Theft Auto 5, and on Xbox One, Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the best looking games you're going to see. But on PC, it got opened up to the modders. Man, just look up modded Grand Theft Auto 5 on YouTube. This shit looks almost realistic. So I mean, yo, dude, modding is the future, man. Modding is the future.
Yeah, it is. All right. And it seems like Microsoft is right on the pulse of innovation once again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be their brand new Xbox community content platform where everybody can use it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. All right. So we're about to get out of here. Yo, Chuck, man, let everybody know where they can reach you at. And what other
Man,
podcasts are you on?
man, I'm gonna be floating. Man, I'm telling you, shit. Wednesdays, you know, so they got the Heroic Vibration podcast. If y'all missed last week episode, man, we went diving deep on that Luke Cage. I mean, Collider, you was there, you know, yeah,
Mhm.
we really got it in. I said we got y'all diluted on what we're gonna bring on this Wednesday. You know, it's spoilerific, so it don't matter. We spoil everything. You know how we rocking, that's how we coming. And on Friday with K Mega, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do the GRG, and how you be saying about we're gonna doing it live. Yeah, we be getting it in. It'd be fun. And then right back here Saturday, cutting up, uncut, raw. You know what I'm saying? We don't really beef. We do have beef. We don't have it for long because you know what I'm saying. If you let beef cook for too long and get burnt, we try to cook it and eat it.
All right. Yeah, man, we did get deep on Luke Cage. I can't front, man. I went so deep it was all the way up to my elbow. All
Wow.
right. But yeah, dude, it's just that's how much I enjoyed Luke Cage season 2. I can't front. All right, so let's hear from you, Erock. Let everybody know where they can reach you at, man.
Hey man, this is Erock X. You can check me out, man. My channel's on YouTube. Just talking about gaming, man. Plenty of gameplay. And guys, there's plenty of games out there, man. Get on them. Crash Bandicoot is out there, man. Just have fun gaming, man, and stay away from all the drama. And we out.
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel you on that. Matter of fact, we got a whole bunch of ex Sony exclusives, right? We got Crash Bandicoot now. We got Neo Automata.
Near
We got
Automata.
more incoming games as well that were prior Sony exclusives, but oh well. We even got Shining Resonance. I mean, I played the beta. It's like, well, I mean the demo. I was like, all right, whatever. But either way, though, 100. Let people know where they can reach you at.
Oh man, you can find me all on the interweb. You know, my name is everywhere. Good, bad, ugly. You know, I don't really give two fucks. Um, you can check me out. You know, what I'm saying during the week, whenever I get on that power hour. You know, I want to just speak my piece about gaming. You know, what I'm saying no more rhetoric anymore. You know, none of that crumb side. You know, I just got to put a line in the sand sometime. You know, for the crew. You know, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying that's all I got to
Hell
do.
yeah.
So. You know, just put a line in the sand and keep it moving. Check you on GRG. We got a sports podcast supposed to happen tomorrow. I don't know what time. I'm finna go get me a bottle and I'm finna get drunk. Real drunk.
That's what's up, man. As for me, y'all can hit me up on Twitter at DirectX minus the. Also on YouTube at Kaleidoscope and on Xbox Live at Kaleidoscope, all in caps. And yeah, this was one hell of a show. I can't front, man. We ain't hold nothing back. We was basically firing off our firearms and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because over here, we be holding them guns, yo. Y'all be riding them saddles. But it's all good. Either way, we out this motherfucker.
Peace.